Hey all, J-Man here. I just wanted to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hey guys, J-Man here. Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Fridays. This is episode 1 of our starting and continuing of covering all of the Avengers issues. We're just doing them in order. Simple as that. Today, 1 through 4. You cannot get any easier than just doing the first 4 issues. We're going to do 4 every Friday. Once we finish Karate Kid, we're going to start doing 4 Legion comics, 4 Avengers comics, and that'll be our Mondays and Fridays. Easy, just making it easy. 4 on Monday, 4 on Friday. That's it. Don't have to worry too much about it. While we're talking about that, this Monday is episode 65 of the Legion live stream, episode 65, where we're covering a whole bunch of issues. We're going to finish off Karate Kid. So it'll be 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we'll finish off the whole thing with Commandy. So that'll conclude all of Karate Kid. The week after that, we're getting right into the Legion of Superheroes, the actual comic now, Legion of Superheroes. It does continue from the numbering of Superboy, so keep that in mind. It won't be Legion of Superheroes number 1. It'll be 260 or something like that. That's all we've got planned. Of course, next 1 week from today, there will be the next Avengers. Let me see. Did I get the... I think I do have the icon for that. You see, I knew I had it. I do have the icon ready for that one. So 1 week from today continues with the next 4 issues. Avengers is going to be easy. And now that Legion is starting its kind of more normal run. Before it was like, oh, sometimes you got to read this comic and that comic and this, and you have to go to Adventure and Superboy and back and forth. You're going through all these different comics. Now it's going to be just like Legion of Superheroes for the next little while, and Avengers. So it'll be a lot easier that way. We are going to do a stream. There's a movie called Land of Bad, which we're going to be covering on Wednesday. This is going to be on my friend's channel, The Action Elite. So I just watched this. It's actually a pretty solid movie. So we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. So that'll be next Wednesday. But that'll be on The Action Elite, not on my stream. This Sunday, Sean and I are going to it's called Old Book and Paper show. Never been to it. Hopefully there's some good pulps there. I don't know if there'll be comic books there. We'll see. But there's a comic book show coming up in a couple of weeks as well. So I'll show you guys some cool stuff I get from there. Let us thank the Legionnaires. Where's my... hold on a second. All right. So we got Dan, Sean, Stephen, Brennan, Mark D with a C, RR, Philip Story, Esfon82, Digger Jim, Legion Comics, and Quagnar. Of course, we always thank Clobberin Times, who is our Legionnaire for life. We miss him. He's a great guy. Check out his channel. It's actually linked in the description of this video. Plus, it's in all my videos, so you could check him out. So we're always going to shout him out. Anyways, and you know what? I forgot. We are doing a Tuesday stream. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. This Tuesday, you guys have been waiting. Well, some people have been waiting. We're doing Dazzler. We're going to be covering Beauty and the Beast, the entire miniseries, which is just 4 issues. So that's going to be on Tuesday. So Monday is Legion, Tuesday is Dazzler, Wednesday is Land of Bad, and Thursday I'm giving you a day off, and then Friday we're back for Avengers. So there you go. All right. Well, I just got a note here from my co-host who's going to be a few minutes late. So we're not going to introduce Sean just yet. Sean's coming by, but we do have a special guest for this episode here of Avengers. So I will bring him in. Where's my intro? Here you go.
You
Hey, Classic.
Hey, hello everyone. Good to be
Uh,
here.
Thank you for joining us on this first episode here of Earth's Mightiest Fridays.
Thanks for having me. I was excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Sean just sent us a private message. I guess so he had to step away for a second from the camera. So we'll get going in just a second. While everyone is here, Classic, what's going on your channel? I'm going to put the link up in a second here.
Honestly, I am not very active right now. I'm in a postgraduate program, and I'm pretty busy with that, and kind of at a crucial point. So probably not going to be doing a whole lot other than my Star Trek live streams. Probably still keep doing those, but other than that, probably not a lot until December.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, Star Trek's good. I mean, I did my Star Trek reviews. Those were doing pretty good. Blake Seven's doing pretty good. And I'm doing the Prisoners coming up. I'm halfway through the Prisoner already. Just powering through those. But yeah, the Star Treks, those are more in depth. Like like I just do my 5 minute, here's my rating and then move on because like I can't.
Right.
I haven't seen them enough to really go deep, like when Raquel and Clobberin and Mark would do the Star Trek Saturday Night Star Treks. I was just like, these guys are like going high. Like I don't remember, you know what I mean? Like I've seen Voyager like probably 4 times, and I don't remember any. Every time I watch, I'm like, oh yeah, this one. Like it's like they're talking about. I'm like, sure, if that happened, it happened. I believe you.
Yeah, I remember. Because I guess I watched it the first time when it aired, but I really kind of lost interest in Voyager about, I don't know, maybe like it was the one, I forget at which point it comes, that it's the two-parter where the Hirogen have got them in the holodeck, and they've got it set up like France during World War II.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the Hirogen are Nazis and all that, and I was just kind of at that point, I was just like losing interest. And if you had asked me not long ago, I would have said, I pretty much checked out after that, and then I saw like the last few episodes to see how it ends. But then when they were doing their Voyager stuff, I was like, oh wait, I have seen all these. So I guess I did watch them all, but I don't even remember watching a lot of them.
Yeah, it's just a random. Oh, Sean, let me bring Sean. Sean's back, guys. Let's bring Sean in.
Hey,
and
sorry.
And we got a super chat. Right? Let's do our already super chatted before we even did anything here. Our thank you so much, buddy. Legionnaire. Hail team. I'm interested to see where this goes. Okay, the Avengers were never my favorite Marvel team. I was more to X-Men FF. Maybe that will change when we find some cool pulps more. Yes, I hope I do find some cool pulps. I've read maybe like 5 or 6 issues of the Avengers. So I'm not a team book person. The best team for Marvel for me was West Coast Avengers, just because Hawkeye was in it. I love Hawkeye. And the Defenders, which kept being marketed as a non-team. So those are kind of my favorites. I read 0 Fantastic Four. Now I've read 108 issues of Fantastic Four. More so than anyone complaining about Fantastic Four movies and stuff. So I noticed that a lot of people complaining about stuff haven't really read, because they're saying things like, wait a minute, that's not true, because now I've read these, and now you go back and you're like, wait a minute, that's not true. Have you read these issues? I don't know if you've read them. But so Avengers is almost like first time reading, kind of a thing. And what was it? Fantastic Four, yeah, 0 of those. X-Men, I love X-Men. So once I finally picked a team, then I was Team X-Men. Cyclops, Wolverine, both top 5 characters. Cyclops is kind of my favorite character. Wolverine is there. Hulk, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, that's kind of my top 5 guys right there. So as a kid, I liked Cap and Punisher as well. I still like Cap and Punisher, Daredevil, those kind of guys, but never really got into the team books. I usually like the solo characters like Spider-Man, Hulk, were like, I was right into those. So this is my first time going through them in this way, actually going through like proper. And I like this better because I feel like I'm learning along the way, and then I'm doing Legion. So it's like Legion and Avengers, and I'm learning along the way as I go. So we'll see how it goes. Sean, did you start from scratch, or like how did you read Avengers? I know you read a lot when Cersei was on.
Yeah, it was like Cersei, Gilgamesh,
Oh,
White Vision,
I like White Vision.
America. Who else? It was like the mid to late '80s, and a lot of people would say that's the weakest like part,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
the
But
poo
like
team.
I know, but like I thought they were awesome. The thing about Avengers, I've always seen them not really as a team, but just as a showcase book because the team rotates around all the time. Like Fantastic Four is the Fantastic Four, and
Right.
sometimes they'll have other like She-Hulk will turn up, right? Or that stupid one where Hulk and Spider-Man and like Wolverine and all that were in it. But
Yep.
um, but Avengers is more like, and you'll see this as we go through these issues. The roster changes all the time and you get to know the lay of the land of the Marvel universe at the time, right? So to me, that's what the Avengers is. I read those '80s ones and West Coast Avengers as well. I think West Coast Avengers was my first Avengers, and then I went back and read these up to like maybe '80s and '90s. I can't remember, like past Red Wolf and all that. So um, I think it's an awesome book. It was awesome for a good few decades, and I think into the '90s it's sort of like I waned for me. I
Mhm.
you know, and I can't remember when they ended it. It was in the 700s or 800s. I can't remember, but
Well, this is one of these things where they sometimes go by legacy numbering, and then it just pisses me off. So
no.
it
But
really
Volume One is a set. Like
no, I know, but volume one, then they continue volume one and they put it like that on the website. Hold on. So volume one ended with 600. Well, hold on. No, you see, it ended initially at 402.
okay,
Then they went back to legacy numbering. So there's issue 402. Then the next issue is 500, 501, 502, 503. Then they
yeah.
stopped legacy numbering. Then they went back to it with whatever the next series in 2017, and that was from 672. So the real Avengers Volume 1 went
Mhm.
up to 402.
Okay. Yeah, and when I do if we're doing the credits and stuff like we do the other ones, I'm gonna do the Clobby thing of volume only. His thing was I'm gonna do that because
All
his
right.
thing was always like the first volume is the only volume. All these other volumes are ass,
Our
right?
bullshit.
So
All right. All right. So classic. How much was Avengers a big thing for you, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I was kind of the opposite of you. I tended more to gravitate more towards team books. And I guess that's just because I felt like I was getting more heroes for my money or something like
for
that.
sure.
Because I'd think, okay, well, I can try. Because there was no way I could buy Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and Flash and Green Lantern, or buy Cap and Thor and Iron Man and Hulk and all that. So I would just try to get the team books because, like, well, that way I get all. As far as Avengers, yeah, it's been one of my favorite books. So
Awesome.
I first started with a DC superhero when I started reading superhero comics, but then I discovered Spider-Man, and I read some Spider-Man, and then after him, Avengers was really the next book I read, and that was
Mhm.
really kind of I guess, kind of my gateway into the wider Marvel universe, I guess you'd say. And I read it pretty regularly from like around 76, 77 up through for about a little over a decade, probably up around to close to 1990. And then I kind of gravitated away for a while. Um, and then when they restarted it after the Heroes Reborn with George Perez and Kurt Busiek doing the writing and the art, then I picked it up again, and that
Oh, I liked
again.
those.
Yeah, I stayed up till so then Perez left because he was having health issues, but
Right.
they were doing a Kang story at the time, and then Alan Davis stepped in to finish that, and then I kind of drifted away again after that.
I did read. I'm a liar. I forgot. I read many of those. I actually sold. I probably had the first like 30 or so, and I sold those. I forgot about that.
And I
Um,
also got West Coast Avengers for
I
about
have almost the whole run of that.
yeah, but basically for the 1980s when they was running in the 80s.
Mhm. All right, awesome. Let's say hello to everybody. Joe Dog was here first. What's going on? You saw the Rippaverse. Oh, Joe Dog. I don't like Rippaverse comics. Sorry, I've read two. I don't like them. Um, I apologize. Don't hate me. FK, what's going on, dude? Just came back. Okay, yeah. GT James, how's it going? Skeptics here, how's it going? We're talking some Space Phantom. Yep, we're going to definitely talk about Space Phantom. And when we talk about Space Phantom, one of us will have to go into limbo. You bought Ratchet? Oh yes, Ratchet G1. Yes. Back I can show my collection. How long will this go? However I feel like it. At least into White Vision, because I like White Vision.
Oh God, that's a while from now.
That's okay. I need stability. Listen, you all need stability in your lives. You need there to be like, okay, it's Earth's Mightiest Friday. You can't be thinking what's today again? Oh, it's Earth's Mightiest Friday. Like,
I'm interested to see how long it'll go, because it potentially will go to like past 200, because it's pretty awesome for a while. Yeah.
So I'm going to do 4 Avengers on. So 4 Legion. Legion is Monday. Avengers is Friday. Heard that part when it was cut off. I don't know what the cutoff point's going to be. Killing Game. Just watched Jared Ryan versus Voyager. Well, you've done a good deed. I have every 7 of 9 everything. I just close your ears, Sean. I just got the one and only 7 of 9 Funko Pop that they made.
Oh my God.
So Sean is here. Who cares? Yep,
Is it? Yeah. Is it classic 7 of 9, or is it like?
No, it's poo poo. It's shit 7 of 9.
I thought so. Yeah.
It's the shit 7 of 9. Everybody, because they did. I don't know. It's the shit 7 of 9.
With all the Funko Pops they've made, they've only done one 7 of 9.
And it's the shitty Picard one. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So weird.
I know. You think there'd be 4 million of these, right?
Have they done other Voyager characters or no?
No, they've done 0.
Oh wow, they really.
Oh really? Not even the Doctor or
nobody.
Huh.
Wow.
Damn.
Big Fantastic Four. Yeah, so like Fantastic Four, good. X-Men are pretty like totally different books. Yes, yeah, I like Giant Size and On. Just had I only read one Avengers book recently. I think it was Avengers. Just had Spider-Man, Hawkeye. Well, those 2 are my top 5 favorite characters. Volume only. Phantom Outsiders here. Thank you, buddy. Volume only. Yes. Neil Adams.
So wait, the quick question: Are we pro Spider-Man in the Avengers or
no? Against.
I'm against.
Against Spider-Man.
I've always been. I get why they did it, but it was so stupid. That was a running joke that he couldn't join the Avengers,
right? No,
yeah,
because he's a street level guy, So yeah.
Yeah, anyway. I put Count Nefaria in there as a tribute to Rob Liefeld because he loved that storyline with Count Nefaria. They're selling Marvel Triple Action earlier. Had Marvel Superheroes Volume 2, which contained
those are fun.
Nice. Ravenscroft is here, buddy. Thank you so much. Well, week 78, you better also jump to West Coast. Oh yeah, I'll see. I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out how that goes because I know there's Avengers Defenders.
G-Man loves West Coast.
I do love West Coast.
Yes, you have it all, no?
I'm missing like 6 issues or something.
Okay, yeah, all right.
When's the cutting off point? The cutting off point is very firm. There's like 43 weeks left or 44 weeks left, Skeptic, and then it's done. So you're just looking at half a year of it. I wouldn't. Yeah. Don't start thinking about the end of it for now.
We'll think about. I think we thought about what to do after.
Yeah, I can't think about it now. It's too.
So are you doing it up to Crisis? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, up to 5 years later is after Crisis, right? That's 89.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
So we're stopping there.
Okay.
We're not doing that. Clobby didn't like that, and I might continue reading it myself just for my own personal thing, but I have no desire to go past Crisis. Okay.
Well, Clobby gave instructions, so we're following.
Well, he said he said what he didn't like. So, and then I can decide. It's still. I can decide to go if I want to, but I don't think I will because I just won't. I want to move on to something else. I don't want this to just be.
Well, for what it's worth, I do think that so they did the 5 years later thing for a few years, and then after 0 Hour, they basically just did a full reboot of the Legion, and and that series that came right after 0 Hour, I thought was actually pretty good, at least at first. I've got like the first year of it or so. And it would be worth looking at. I don't know about after that though.
Right. Yeah, and that's fine. And like, I don't do Spawn reviews anymore. People have asked me. I'm still reading every Spawn comic. I'm like 1 behind on Scorched, and that's it. So I like people. I've got a lot of people asking me about Judge Dredd magazine in 2000 AD, the Prague, and I'm still reading them. But the thing is like I was posting reviews and it'd be like 10 views. It's like, okay, obviously Judge Dredd is not like the problem is I'm doing so many reviews and like I'm watching like today I had to read these comics. Well, these I read yesterday and I had to read Dazzler coming up. I've got to read the next Avengers plus my personal reading plus the new Dredd magazine came in. And I had to watch Hysteria. I had to finish watching that. I had to watch Land of Bad for Wednesday. This Sunday, I'm not going to have a lot of time because Sean and I are going to that book show. I can't review stuff and then edit and put it. Well, you know, Classic and Sean knows. It's like that. Even that is taking up time. So if I get 10 views, it's like what was the point of that? Like I'll just read it for my own personal. Like I post the Linda Carter Wonder Woman's. They post at midnight every Wednesday. I wake up and there's like 30 views and it's only been a few hours since it posted. So obviously Linda Carter Wonder Woman is a good.
People like Linda Carter.
Well, people they do like her. There's like hardcore people in those Facebook groups. So I'm in. They're like, oh, "This is the greatest thing ever." It's like, okay, then there you go. Alrighty, Sean, let's do it. Avengers #1, baby.
Avengers Volume Only #1. This was cover dated September 1963, and it's released on July 2nd, 1963. Editor-in-chief, of course, is Stan Lee. Penciled and plotted. All awesome action beats, etc. Done by the great Jack Kirby, inked by Dick Ayers, colored by Stan Goldberg, lettered by Sam Rosen, and edited in word balloons and questionably misogynistic Janet Van Dyne dialogue by Stan Lee.
Oh, she's terrible.
And she's awful for a lot of this. For the early issues. Becomes more powerful and
my eyes rolled so much that they went twice around. It's like, and then the eye doctor's like, dude, what's going on? Your eyes look a bit, because I went to the eye doctor. This guy's, what's going on? I was like, oh, I've just been reading Avengers. He's the Wasp stuff. I'm like, yeah, the Wasp.
I can't remember which issue it is. It's coming up soon where it begins with her like putting her on her makeup and the rest of the Avengers are waiting for her to go into battle. It's coming up, man. It's one of these early issues, but God. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Okay, so the first of star-studded series of book-length super epics. Okay, so
yeah, I love that.
Oh shit! I was getting pumped up. I'm like, you guys freaking got me. Man. Archibald, did we say hi to Archibald? I don't know if we said hi.
No, Stanley can hype up shit, man.
I was hyped. Yeah. I was like, shit, like this is it, man. Look at this. Look at this guy, Mighty Thor. We got Iron Man here. We got Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Incredible Hulk with their heads.
You know. I'll say this, it's funny, nowadays that, and there came a day, unlike any other and all that stuff, that's made famous by the newer cartoons, but, I was like, that's not in the first, that's I think the little blurb at the beginning of the 70s comics. Is that right, Classic? Because I don't think it's not here, so... Yeah,
I don't remember exactly at what point it came, but I think it came before the 70s. I think
right.
I would bet it probably came around the time Roy Thomas started. I would bet.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Janet is not the best. Not in these comics, that's for sure. Definitely not in the definitely not in the movies either.
Oh man,
brutal. Okay, Loki. But how come how come Hulk is only a head? It's like.
It's too much of them to put up there.
He's just a head or whatever. Fanty is saying Avengers 1 was not a planned issue. Another book is going to make print time that didn't print or something paid for. Oh, that's awesome. Well,
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
But it's pretty big though for just something that he had around.
Through, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Loki, not keep it on the down low. And look at his eyes. His eyes are bigger than all of Valhalla. Whatever. Not Valhalla, whatever. Okay, so he's looking for Thor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Oh yeah, what's her name is here too? Jane Foster. And she's a piece of shit. She's in
the Thor books. Yeah, they weren't kind to the women in these books, but
no, she just sucks.
Alicia
at least
Master is
Wasp,
the only good one.
yeah, at least Wasp can do stuff. Like
Yeah.
this girl sucks. Oh, I wish he was cool. It's like, well, the guy's crippled, you piece of crap.
You walk around with a gimpy leg, man. God.
Yeah, look at this kid. He's like, thanks, Donald Blake. Yeah, no problem. Dr. Don Blake. So this is Thor, everybody, in case if you didn't know.
Yeah.
So Loki's trying to figure out how to get back at Thor because Loki doesn't like Thor. That's news to everybody. How is he going to do it? I don't know. You can find the Hulk and do some crazy shit with the Hulk. Look at Loki. He's huge. So he wants to frame Hulk. Donald Blake 7. Yeah, Blake 7. Yeah. But Series 4 just premiered today on my channel, my review of Series 4, the wonderful, amazing Series 4. I've never had so much positive feedback on Series 4. Everyone in my Blake 7 Facebook group is like, yeah, this season's great. I'm like, oh, I thought nobody liked this season, but everyone's giving me high praise. All right, look at Loki. He's so huge. He's the whole bridge. So
he plants just an image of a TNT, right? And then
right.
So Hulk at this point is sort of noble. In the early Hulk issues, he was just a monster, you know.
Yeah.
But here he's like, oh, I gotta save this train, right? So he does the Superman thing years before the Superman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he smashed. That's right. That's right.
right.
Yeah. He does the Superman trick. So he smashes the bridge because he got tricked or whatever. Like his head is poking out. So he does the Superman thing, and holds the bridge up. Season 4. Oh, Ravenscroft, don't watch my videos, buddy. I love it. I think it's my favorite season. So anyway, so the train's going over and then it crashes. Now they still blame him anyways. Well, I mean, I guess he destroyed it, but like, I don't think that they really see him smash it. I feel like they were coming in, it was smashed.
They saw his head and then they know it's smashed. Like that's the conclusion anyone would draw, that he smashed the thing. He tried to smash it before the train went through or something, but obviously not. Yeah.
All right. So their thing is it's a fail on those guys.
Hulk
So
just won in Game of Life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, Hulk is attacking the train bastard. Train engineer identifies Hulk as would-be wrecker. Like, he doesn't know that. So here's Rick Jones. I work for Rick Jones. He's the guy that Hulk saved before it explode. No, that's
the Teen Brigade? That's what they're called.
Teen Brigade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. I know. I'm just joking around with you. I'm just joking. I know you're gonna watch.
Is he talking about Blake 7?
Blake 7. Yeah, I love all. Don't say anything. Sean hasn't seen it, so we're not saying anything about it. If you watch the first episode and the last episode, you'd be like, what? Like,
how did we get here? Yeah.
But like, you'd be completely confused. Blake 7 doesn't become Blake 7 for about 6 episodes. Like every episode, it's like it's like you're like, okay, what the hell? I thought, like, you think something's gonna happen, and then it super doesn't happen, and the opposite happens. You're like, oh, okay. And then every episode is like, they're like, wait, what the hell is this show? What is happening here? And then you're like, okay, and then it finally settles down for a while, and then it becomes a show. So, all right. So, Rick Jones messages to Fantastic Four in order to say, hey guys, we need help with the Hulk, but Loki manipulates the big
redirects it somehow.
Redirects it to Donald Blake, who then kneels before Zod and stands up as Thor.
Ant-Man
and the Wasp also got the message, so they're shooting. I always like this idea of shooting out of this like cannon.
Shooting out of the cannon, and then they jump onto like flying ants or something.
Yeah, I like that.
I forgot that was they did that more than once. I mean,
all the time.
Yeah.
I read a bunch of Ant-Man too. Whenever the movie comes out, I try to read a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And
then it makes me hate the movie, but like
you wanted him to fight Egghead or whatever that guy's name was.
I wanted to fight anybody. But no, I like. Oh no, Ant-Man 1 is great.
Yeah.
That's in my top 10 MCU movies. Ant-Man Part 1.
Yeah, I know you love that. Yeah,
It's great. I think it's super fun and inventive. And the girl's super cute and fun. And then she became the worst character. The little Ant-Man's daughter was my favorite MCU character until Part 3. And then I just despised her. She wasn't my favorite MCU character, but whatever. She was very good. Everyone's going to be like, what?
You have a pretty long list of favorite characters.
I do have a long list of favorite characters. I like anyone that has dialogue. Okay. So we got now. What do you think about the gold armor? I don't like the gold armor. It's just I like two colored armor better. But this is what we're stuck with on this.
Yeah,
one.
These marks keep changing after issue 2. It's like suddenly it's like different armors because I guess in his comics he's changing up the armors, right? So
yeah, it's evolving. Originally it was the dark gray or kind of gray armor,
right?
Yeah,
and I'm sure they changed it to gold probably because it looked better on the page and caught the eye better. Kind of like how they changed Hulk from gray to green.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone but the Fantastic Four is heading to the thing, but here comes. They finally get through. RR, what's he saying? He built that armor in a cave from scraps, so don't complain about
the scraps.
Yeah.
All right, so they finally get through the Fantastic Four, and they're like, "We're too busy, but other people are on it." It's like, all right, fine. Here comes Thor. I always thought that Thor. See, it was weird. I didn't read many Thor comics, but I've read many now. And they're really exciting. I actually like, because I love Conan. I like barbarian characters, Hercules, all that kind of stuff. So Thor fits right in. And he's great. He looks cool. This is the best. Like this Thor here, like this costume is still clearly the best Thor. Like they've tried to retool it a bit. And it's never been as awesome as it is.
We try and make it too detailed and stuff to make it interesting, but like it just and then they poke those
the moonbeams or whatever.
Is me? Oh yeah, I do. Sorry,
I didn't hear anything.
The
moonbeams.
Yeah, those moonbeams like wherever, and then redesign them and stuff. But and they do it in the movies, right? And they always have a line through them or something,
They try to make it like they're like almost like things. Like I don't like it, they make it like it's like they're like not orbs, but they make it like like the top two now hold his cape. Like you
right.
Like they make them functional, and it's like no, it's just there. Like
I don't think they ever recreated those tiger print boots though in the movies.
No, I like those. I like this exact Thor. This is the best Thor. Like this Thor right here is the best Thor. From Adventures in Babysitting, the Adventures of Babysitting Thor. Where the picture where she had the she said, "You don't have your special helmet," and then she should have said that she should give him the hammer. Like that would have been.
And that was Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio was Thor. Yeah, not the first Thor. He got the Thor from the Hulk show. Their wrappings. Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah, they're rapping.
Always looked like tiger print on me, man.
I thought they were tiger print, but what do I know? I've only read 4 issues of the Avengers, and that's these 4. All right. No, I haven't read a lot of Thor though. Okay, so Loki's makes the illusion of Hulk.
Yeah.
And then I thought I saw it. It is the Hulk. Jumps out. Flies. So I always like this. I always like the way he flies with like throwing the hammer and then using like grabbing onto it and like going flying forward. That's cool. It always makes for an interesting looking, flying character.
Yeah.
So it goes through him because he's not there. Loki even you to do the purple pants.
Yes. Not blue.
Not blue, yeah. Loki, thou evil one. I know not what your plan is, God, but I have warned you never to meddle in Earth affairs, and now you dare defy me? Uh-oh. So, Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
Yellow chunky Iron Man suit. Yeah. It didn't last long, no. Well, he levels up. He'll get better suits within this stream. Like,
yeah. There's 2 other ones coming, so yeah.
Okay, so they're like a weird Thor head off to, and like I like that Hulk is being a clown. Like, what? The
Hulk is
hell?
a clown, and they think he's a mechanical man that they hired. I don't know. Anyhow,
Like, do you have social insurance number, or do you have like? I mean, like, no, I'm a robot. Oh, a few.
Hulk,
like,
a robot. Oh, okay, okay,
I'm
Hulk,
a robot.
just go over there.
Yeah,
It is so funny. I remember reading this the first time and being like, "We get Clown Hulk in this, man. Like, make that Marvel Legends figure."
Hasbro Pulse exclusive.
Yeah,
Avengers #1 Hulk or
in
whatever.
each tier you get like a new animal. It's like the elephant, like the the horse.
5,000 backers, elephant
The speckled
unlocked.
horse. It's got the speckles.
It's
Yeah.
just
Be one of those Build-A-Figures.
Yeah.
build Clown Hulk or whatever, like Circus Hulk. What the hell? It's so random. It's
Yeah.
like, well, okay.
But he just wants to hide, and everyone keeps bugging him. Like that, like Ant-Man, messes him up with destroying the ground and all that.
Yeah, Hulk just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
The
You like
Rainbow Bridge in the movies? Yeah, I
adaptation?
guess
No,
they-
I didn't. No, I want a bridge. I want a rainbow bridge. That's why I don't want like some beam or some
Energy
freaking
beam,
thing, man.
beams or
God.
whatever.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bridge though, didn't it?
I think they show a bridge in some of them, but like for the
Yeah.
most part, it's just a Star Trek beam. It's
I think that's when they
beam somewhere. Yeah.
There is a bridge, but it doesn't go to Earth. It just goes out to that where that beam brings you up. Like to the transporter room, for lack of a better
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it takes you to Himdall, and so you cross the rainbow. Yeah, there is an actual rainbow bridge. You cross it to get to Himdall, and then he teleports you.
And then he teleports you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like I understand what they're going for. Like, would there be a bridge? Like, are people going to randomly find the bridge or something? Like, I don't know if there's actually like, are you actually going to walk to Asgard like on a like?
It's part of mythology, though. Like that's where they got it from, So
They did their own.
this is
version, I
like
guess.
F myth, humanity. Pfft. Anyway, mythology, heritage.
Wow.
Anyway, so yeah, Ant-Man's attack is that he gets all these digger ants to make a mega hole underneath Hulk.
Yeah.
That's how powerful Ant-Man is, man. Whew. So he defeats Hulk here.
How many ants does it take, man? This is
Yeah.
like, geez. I mean, that's a tall order for
Also, never forget. I know there's a movie coming out in a few months. Never forget that Ant-Man's first fight was against Falcon, and he won. So, and he also defeated Kang. So he's like the most powerful guy.
Yeah, that's right. Falcon in the Winter Soldier. Oh no, Captain America Part 4. Yeah, it's Captain America Part 4. So Ant-Man's better than Captain America.
I guess.
He
That's what they
defeated him.
showed. Yeah.
I'm free. Breaks through. I mean, like, I don't think that was going to really hold the Hulk. Like,
No.
like that wouldn't even hold me. That didn't even hold the Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters got crushed in that, and they got out. We could take it. We could say they want to play rough. Let's play rough. So he all jumps out. Ant-Man is not better than Captain. He is Joe Dog. They showed it in the movie.
They showed it in the Ant-Man. It happened.
It happened.
It's right there in the movie.
Right there. He's not better than. Well, he's not. No, he's not better than the real Captain America, but he's better than the Captain America that we're gonna get.
Yeah.
All right, so Hulk is out with his white is his white face? Like, I don't know.
No, it's the clown face, man. It's the red
No,
skeleton.
cancel him. I want him canceled.
Yeah.
I want to cancel him. I'm offended. Stop it. I'm offended. All right, so he wipes the makeup off. That's. I'm not offended anymore now that he's wiped it off. I like
So
this
these
crowd
guys
here.
are like, this is awesome. Like,
This is great, man. What the shit?
the big robot has a disposition of my brother-in-law.
Yeah, that guy. Oh, it's like my brother-in-law. Like, oh man, it's like Anyways, I love this, like the wind here, like whoosh.
The bellows, yeah, and then he picks up Janet Van Dyne or whatever.
Yeah, look at she's crushed. There's no
No,
way
she-
he's got that sensitivity.
This is her last appearance, by the way. So.
Yeah, final appearance of Wasp here. It's like, so then Iron Man is here, jumps to grab him
With his skirt. Yeah.
Yeah, with his skirt. Yeah, he does have a skirt.
It's a shirt with a belt around it.
Yeah,
I
no,
get
it's a frock. It's like iron frock. So then Hulk jumps through the tent but gets nailed here with some nets here. Now what? So his ants. Okay, hold on a second. Let's science this up for a second.
What's the powers here? So where's the net coming from?
Yeah, he hit the special nylon safety netting, which my ants spread over the top of the tent.
Ant-Man,
Wow.
the most powerful character in the Avengers. He's doing like most of the work here.
Like, what the heck? The most powerful ant in the universe. Dun, 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 dun. Look at Hulk. Hulk's doing perfect leaps. Look at the leaps here. This guy's going for the Olympic gold here. Look at whoosh, like
Yeah.
good formation.
Yeah, so he punches Iron Man right in the heart, and this is the early days that they depicted in the movies where his heart's only working because of like transistors and stuff that he put in. Transistors being the big deal in the 60s.
Yeah, he's got a chest plate that he wears
Yeah.
that keeps his heart going.
Yeah.
I agree, Skeptic. It was a missed opportunity, but I mean, I don't know. They did one good Ant-Man movie, and I thought there'd be zero. So, okay, can't go after him. Got to repair my battery. Iron Man, buddy, come on, man. Like, what the hell?
Call the Geek Squad.
Call the key. Beep, beep, beep. Hello. Can you please hold? I'm on hold. All right, there's Odin. Noble Odin. Your son Loki is trash. I want permission to beat the crap out of him. Listen, Thor, I can't get involved. Like, why not? Like what? I must follow the Prime Directive, Thor. I cannot get involved in Hey, Scotty.
Hey.
S182 is going to be with me on Tuesday talking some Dazzler. I read the first two issues of Beauty and the Beast, which is a Dazzler issues we're covering. All right, so what do we got here?
So
Loki
Thor has
must
to
know-
travel to Loki in the realm that he's been imprisoned in, and all sorts of stuff happens here. It's like roots of trees attack him.
That's kind of neat,
Yeah.
I suppose. And he like,
And then he goes to this
Flush them all
volcano or
down.
whatever.
yeah, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Let me put S1 82 channel. Guys, make sure you're subscribed to my buddy there. We're going to be talking. He's a Legionnaire and he's my co-host on Dazzler Stream. So check him out. So he's breaking through. This is kind of neat. I like the fantasy element of Thor, where it's like anything can happen and it's like it all makes sense. That's one of the cool things about Thor. Like, look, he's now going to this big volcano here. That's cool. This
That
is
sequence
neat. These
three
orbs.
panels, of him destroying these vines or whatever, and then you got the Kirby Crackle water here. That's cool.
RR is saying cardiac pacemaker, sorry, were invented in 1960. So Stark's chest plate was high tech. Oh, good.
Yep, cool.
That's nice. Smash through. Goes into the water here. Comes underneath. Tornadoes. Like, look at all this cool shit here.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like. It's a big journey to get to Loki.
Yeah.
There's a mega
Throws the,
fight here.
Throws the Mjolnir.
If they did this today, this one scene would fill a whole issue.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was saying with those 3 panels conveying him destroying those roots. That would be like 2-3 pages now. It's like this cartooning that you convey as much as you can in a panel and move on.
Yeah, but also also in today's comics there wouldn't be action, so I'm not sure if it would be any pages. I think this would be 0 pages. It would be him talking to Loki like telepathically and saying, "Brother, I know we've had our differences. No, Thor, you don't understand what I've gone through. Our father didn't he hated me. He loved you more. No, Loki, it was all in your mind. No, Thor." And like that would be the entire comic. Yeah. And then people would be like, it really got into depth. Oh, you guys just want action? Is that all you want? It's like, oh, this is like depth, and you just don't want characterizations. Like,
but there's no depth. I want to do a page by page of that Ultimate Spider-Man issue where I think it's 4 or something like that, where they're having dinner for the whole thing, because I want to convey, look, this page, what do you get out of this one page? And you might get one thing out of it, and then you move on to the next page and it's saying the same thing the last page did. It's inert. Like, there's no forward propulsion to any of it. Anyway.
Hey, Philip Legionnaire. Philip, thank you, buddy. We appreciate you listening in. Yeah, I know. Like, it's just, I don't have that issue, so I won't be comparing them. All right, look at this guy. Oh, look at this bastard, this troll. Yeah,
so these trolls come up out of the ground.
Wow.
And they start fighting Thor.
Hey, D-Bud is here, brother. Thanks, man. No, Loki and Thor would sit down in Asgardian coffee shop talking the feelings there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd sit down and have lunch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've met me here. I could write a fake. Someone challenged me at my job once because they were reading some stories about something. I was like, this is trash. And they're like, I said, it's just button pushing. It has nothing to do with any good storytelling. And the girl's like, oh yeah, okay. And I said, I'll write a story right now on my lunch break that will make you cry, and you'll be like, this is the greatest ever. I did it. I was like, I'll do it right now. And it was like 2 pages, and it was the biggest, sappiest crap ever. Like this husband and wife that had a big argument, and then she was in a car crash, and she was in a coma, and you didn't get a chance to say I love you to her. There's this big thing, and then she dies at the end, and he never got a chance. And the last moments they had together was in an argument, whatever. And like literally, well, that was so good. I was like, no, it's not. It's garbage. I just made up a bunch of crap. It's so hollow. I said, it's so hollow. And she's like, well, this is so good. I said, you see? I was like, it's like all it takes. This is the audience. They're talking about Twilight or one of these books. It's like, you're just talking about nonsense crap. It's like anyone can write this without any skills. Now I have skills, but anyone who didn't have skills can easily write this.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, look at this awesome troll. I like this. I actually like that he's pink. And I like that this guy, look at this. Look at these guys are like, we'll let this guy go first and see what happens.
It's like he stumbled into Reddit land.
Yeah. Well, what's that bopping game?
Whack-a-mole.
But it's troll version. He's hitting them with hammers like they're coming out of different ground. He's like
and stuff. Yeah. The troll holes.
troll holes. Wow.
You don't watch Always Sunny, so whatever.
No. Oh, I've heard. No. My wife watched 1 minute. And she's like, this is garbage. I'm never watching this. I don't know what minute it was, but
it's not for everyone. I don't like it, but my wife loves it. And and I'm like, oh my God, this show again.
Yeah. Anyway, so no, not happening over here. Anyway, so there's Loki. Oh no, he's intangible again. But this entire okay, so I'm reading.
There's more fighting Loki. It's like, what the hell, man?
So I was reading this. I was like, holy shit. Like just this part of it without the other Avengers is awesome anyways. I'm like, even if it was just Thor fighting him, like this would have been awesome.
There's multiple Lokis now.
Look at all the Lokis
uses a
here.
whirlwind from Mjolnir to subdue them all, and
I mean, come on, this is crazy. And then he makes the tornado here.
Yeah.
And then Loki's hanging on for dear life, and then Thor. It's like, what is he doing here? Connect the dots? Like he smashes here and then sucks Loki up with like magnetism or something, right?
Soaks up all the
magnetic currents.
Magnetic currents that whatever that give life to him below or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, back in the Silver Age, I mean, they'd be a little more loose with like what the powers are. Like Superman would pull powers out of his behind
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it seems like they used to do that with Thor, or every once in a while he'll just pull some power out that his hammer can do. And it's like, okay, never did that before, but all right.
How about Tony Stark's impression of Doctor Strange coming up to later on tonight? I was like, can Iron Man astral project himself? Like, what the shit? Like, we'll get to that. That was a eye opener. I was like, oh, that's a new one.
There's an issue coming up where Spider-Man guest stars, and it's basically Kirby doing Spider-Man, and it's Kirby like Jack Kirbying the hell out of Spider-Man because he has so many different abilities in that one. Like he can make like wings out of his webs, and he can make like a whirly bird thing out of his web. But it's cool, but it's like it's not. He never did that again. So
oh, he can do it all. He can
Yeah.
do it all. All right, so here comes the Hulk now. Now, is this the real Hulk? Yeah, this is the real Hulk now, right?
this is a real one, yeah.
So he's attacking. He doesn't like what American cars or something. I don't know, but like
He doesn't like the industrial complex or whatever. So they throw tires at him.
dude, tires. Like, and then he just gets pissed off. Look at this. He slingshotted this thing. This is cool.
Yeah. Then Iron Man takes that and makes it like a big hook or whatever. Like,
That is a very clean hook
yeah.
that he was able to make. But I love that it breaks the wall, and then Hulk's just like, okay, he's trapped there. Here comes Thor with Loki. Who's he holding with his hammer? Yeah, oh yeah, Hulk can talk normal or pretty normal.
He talks like Thing here, basically. Like he's all like gruff wisecracking kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Hulk doesn't like Detroit. I have Kentucky Fried Movie on Blu-ray.
That's cool.
MCU Loki, show ruin Loki. Oh, of course. Yeah, everybody knows that. He's more into himself. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Manhandled by TVA goons. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Loki's been destroyed. Not as much as Luke Skywalker, but like pretty good. Not Luke level, but pretty good levels. And then some people are apologists for that show. I thought it was kind of cool. What, where Loki got kicked in the nuts 100 times and it was supposed to be funny? Was that one of the parts you thought was okay?
I don't even know what season 1 is about. Like, if you ask me, like, what's it about, though? And I'm like,
I don't know.
There's
either.
a TVA or something, and Loki, it's supposed to be, like, intriguing, I guess, but there's no story.
TVA was a terrible idea.
That sucks. It kind of ruined a bit of Deadpool, man. Like, I guess we got to see them get killed, so that was funny.
That was cool, yeah.
That was cool. Killed all those idiots or whatever. Okay, so Loki, back to Loki, and then it's like they're gonna trap him in here, and then they throw like what the hell? They throw him in like a furnace. It's just like
yeah, it's
magical furnace, lead line tank.
Okay. Yeah, I guess lead's a big. It's like Superman and Loki, or like that's their.
Even Loki can't escape from a lead line tank. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and they all. I like how they all raise their hands and like, yeah, and then raise your hands if you're sure. Thor is like super sure, and he's going pitless too, so he's like sure.
Well, Hulk isn't too sure.
Hulk's not sure.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think Hulk is sure.
he wants to be part of a team or whatever. So there you go.
What's incredible about the auto industry is standards of lead line containers every power plant due to radioactive materials used to make U.S. cars. Yeah, that's good. That's it. Issue 1 in the can.
I mean, we're not going to do 1.5. F that. That was made in the 90s as a retro in betweener.
Oh no, we're not doing that. I'm going by
the real Avengers.
Yeah, no, I got the Masterworks, so I'm doing Masterworks order.
I threw that in there because I'm going by the Marvel database, and they had that listed, and I'm like, no way, screw that.
No. All right, this is The Space Phantom. Issue
All
2.
right. Avengers, Volume Only, Issue 2. This was cover dated November 1963, but it's released on September 3rd, 1963. Editor-in-Chief is Stan Lee. Penciled and plotted by the great Jack Kirby. Inked by Paul Rainman. Colored by Stan Goldberg. Lettered by Artie Simic. And dialogue and word balloons by Stan Lee. Well, here is the story of the ants. Yeah.
Oh, you have number 1, D-Bud? Did you tell us that? That's crazy. Giant Man, Thor. Look out! It isn't the Hulk. It's the Space Phantom, and he's about to attack Iron Man. Wasp, you're doing something good for once.
Yeah.
So now we got Giant Man. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
entails.
No, he'd been around, yeah. It's not his
he
first
is.
appearance. Space Phantom is the first appearance. I'm looking. What else? That's it.
Does Hulk only have 3 toes? I feel that's wrong.
It's probably wrong. Maybe back then he didn't. No, you know what? He had full toes and fingers.
I think he had 4 toes.
I would say this is AI, but it's not. It's 1963.
My Hulk comics are in the other room. They're not like some of my comics are here. My Hulk comics are in the other room, but he definitely does not have 3 toes. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so they're sitting here discussing Hulk. Why do you only have 3 toes now?
I like the way Hulk is dressed, and that's the Hulk, man. You could take
what is going on here? Thor, you're stuffy.
Yeah.
Where did you dig up this old fossil? Who's this Thor guy?
I forgot that Iron Man had a big antenna sticking out of his shoulder too.
That's garbage.
That's very 60s. Everything had an antenna up until like 1989 or something.
Wow. Tune in Tokyo. Like what's going on with Iron Man?
You have to put the hook back on the pole when you drive away. Yeah. Anyway.
This is brutal. Yeah, he's got an antenna, Sean. I never noticed. I know. I'm never gonna unsee this. This is brutal.
Cool back then. It's like, yeah, he's electronic, so he's gotta have an antenna, right?
Of course, it makes perfect sense.
Whew.
Your primitive intellect wouldn't understand antennae and radio waves and.
In those days, if he was going to pick up, radio transmissions or something, he would need an antenna. That's just
the morning zoo show. Yeah.
I mean, cars had antennas back in.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was super annoying.
Yeah.
I remember my grandfather's car had one, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and going through car washes with that, I was like, that thing's gonna break, man.
Yeah, it always bend like crazy, and you're like,
I know.
Oh, it's like that's gonna break off. I know it. All right. There's Thor with the hammer. There's Janet and Thingy. We're too small. They can't see us. I'll take a growth pill. These guys were super addicted to pills. Like,
yeah,
it's like they were pill poppers.
Well, that was the technology back then. It's like you take a pill and you do this.
Yeah.
Like the whole Invisible Man or Jekyll and Hyde. It's like it's a formula that you drink from a beaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. How come it's never the Wasp and Ant-Man? Huh, Thor? That's never the Ant-Man, is it, huh? All right, anyways. Let's cancel Thor. Ant-Man and the Wasp, where'd you come from? Well, from right here. Like, I don't... We came from right here. Like, that's our thing. We grow. But how? You see, I've got these pills here. This is morphine. This one's ecstasy. This one makes you shrink. No, this is Viagra. Like,
a truly miraculous feat.
Janet's like, we don't have Ozempic yet. It hasn't been. All right, so they sat at the table. Very clean and shiny table. That's nice. And Thor, can you please get your hammer off the table? Can you please?
And like Iron Man's like, even when there's no task before us, we still meet regularly to know each other better. So I guess that's why they felt they needed to do a 1.5 or whatever, because at this point the Avengers just got formed at the end of the last issue. Now they're in Tony Stark's mansion. They mention that later. I guess they've been meeting, where they just talk and stuff. I don't know, just talk shit. I don't know what they're doing.
Here's this guy. It's friggin' flat top and looks like it's like a mixture of flat top and Spider, that British character that we.
Yeah.
I'm the Space Phantom. It's like
I talk out loud for your benefit. And then he sees this guy. And then is this where you're introduced to, like, when this guy disappears and he becomes the guy, that other guy is in limbo or whatever. So, yeah.
It's like, what is happening? What? Okay, so Space Phantom takes over that guy. That guy goes into limbo, and that's limbo. It's just, you're just,
So when this is what I was sort of like, I don't know. This is just, you have to go with it. When he becomes someone else, the person he was comes back to real life, right? But comes back to real life right next to him, right? Kind of. Because, like, later on, he becomes himself, but then that guy is out in the street somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's whatever they feel like doing. I don't think there's a set rule for it. Because okay, so this guy's going to get teleported into limbo, and then Space Phantom becomes that guy. Now, when he becomes that guy, he actually has that guy's abilities, which is going to be important coming up. So
he has the ability to wear plaid here.
Yes.
Nothing else. Like, no other powers.
Yes. Yeah. And then they're looking at the crystal ball here. Again, this is like, what is happening here with this, like...
Look, so that table is a view screen.
Yeah, what the heck? So why is Hulk sitting in the better spot? Like Janet's like, how come my spot's upside down? Like, I want to...
Hulk spot, best spot.
Yeah, Iron Man should be sitting there
right now, but yeah. So he gets up. He's like, I'm gonna go beat this guy up, and then they're like, well, don't injure it. Like, we don't even know what this guy wants. He might be delivering pizza. Like, I don't know.
Well, like, Hulk didn't order pizza. Maybe he's selling encyclopedias or something.
Jehovah's Witness, or
Jehovah's Witness. Yeah. The Hulk. So you know me. You think you know me. What's happening to me? What? So see, he swapped with the Hulk now.
Now he's got the Hulk's abilities.
So that guy, where is that guy? He's back on the street then.
Yeah, they're going
to show him.
At some point he says that. Yeah.
Yeah, they show him.
Yeah.
So now he's the Hulk, but he's got all the Hulk's powers. And now he starts getting angry he's picking a fight with these guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's always trying to make the Hulk a bad guy. Like, that's like, it seems like all these villains, that their plans are just to make the Hulk bad.
What, the villains' plans? Yeah.
In all of these issues.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them tonight.
He's the big misunderstood monster or whatever, right? He's like a Frankenstein monster with muscles, right? So
they should have gone to an escape room or something.
Yeah, they'll have a constitution in the Avengers like they do in Legion of Superheroes. It's like, thou shalt not marry or whatever.
Right. All right, so Space Phantom as Hulk is trying to cause trouble.
Yeah.
Look out. So he's trying to separate them. Now listen up, you two. This is bullshit. Oh, yeah? I'm out of here. So see, here's this guy. He went back. You see? He got teleported back from where he was teleported from.
But I think he can remember everything.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? So then Hulk, Space Phantom then creates havoc so that, they don't talk about it. They just adapted Avengers 2 and the Hulk ones. And for this issue, they recolored Iron Man's armor red and gold, so it looks weird. That's a weird, man. They adapted Avengers 5 and the Thor cartoon.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Like to just recolor this.
Oh, in the Hulk, what? In the Hulk cartoon? I have to go watch those again, like the old 60s one.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't he unglamorous?
Yeah, ain't he unglamorous? Yeah. What? Stop was a going through town with the power of a bull. He is lovable or something, or he's unlovable, or it says ever loving Hulk, Hulk, Hulk. It's
Yeah,
like,
ever loving Hulk, Hulk,
Hulk,
Hulk.
ain't he yeah. Oh, how does
He
that
had to
go?
have the worst. I think he had the worst
Doctor
theme song.
Banner
Belted by
pelted
Melted
by
by
gamma.
gamma
gamma
ray,
rays, turns into
turned into the
salt.
Hulk.
Ain't he unglamour ray?
Yeah.
Melted down with the power of a bull. There's no one who is as lovable as the
Oh
ever-loving
dear!
Hulk. Something
Wow.
like that.
Yeah, that was brutal. But they're great. I would get that. Well, I don't know why that's not on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have it, but it's unofficial.
Yeah, I have Namor like that, which is
Yeah.
actually the UK had a few releases of those.
They had a release of it.
Yeah.
It's a Canadian cartoon. Like, they didn't even release it here.
You
It was
know,
like produced
yeah.
here.
Thanks a lot, guys. Like
I know.
that's what the Canadians get.
In a Canadian code.
You know what we get?
Like half of fuck all is
More fuck all.
We got half a fuck
It's
off.
funny. I'll say this, like that 60s Marvel cartoon, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, they never came out on DVD or anything.
I know.
Even with all the mega hype of the movies and everything. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know.
Probably some kind of rights issue.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wrecking the town with the power of a bull. There is no monster. There is no monster around who is as lovable as ever loving Hulk. Okay, thank you. Yes, they also adapted 6, 7, 18, 22 in the Cap cartoon school.
Yeah.
All right. So the Hulk has another identity. That's Rick Jones.
So it's Rick.
So
yeah.
he's trying to. Yeah, it's Rick Jones.
Let me climb on your back. Like, who is this guy? He's jumping around. It's like, God, I can't get this guy off my back.
Well, it's not. He can easily carry him.
So he throws him off. He's like,
Now, what was this randomness for? He turns back to space. What the hell's the guy's name? I was going to say
Space Phantom, not
Ghost.
Space Ghost, yeah.
Space Phantom.
Space Phantom.
Space
Space
Ghost.
Phantom, yeah. So Space Phantom, and then he's like, ha ha ha! You see, I could turn back, and now there's Hulk. It's like
I think it's because he's so annoyed by Rick that he has to explain himself. Like, listen, you're right. I'm not the Hulk. I'm freaking Space Phantom. So get the F away from me. And then he goes back into Hulk, right?
yeah, what the heck though? Like, you don't need to prove yourself.
He's got 4 toes now.
Yeah,
He keeps switching toes. He had 3 toes there, and then now he has 4 toes.
wow.
Jack, I know you're rushed, but
Come on, your inability to count. Let's do it. What's my? I don't have any counting. I don't have any counting things, but
you gotta get a Sesame Street thing or something.
I gotta get a Sesame Street.
That pinball, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can't.
Yeah. Oh, I should get that. I do that. I got this one.
know that we both know that we don't know what we're doing. Knowledge of non-knowledge is power.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so they can't count, but whatever. So he jumps off, grabs some more weaponry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna test this rocket on someone, and it's like, oh, I hope they send Iron Man, and they send, and here comes the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
And he shoots them all off. We never know where they explode. Somewhere like Iowa or something. Like, I don't know where they.
Yeah. So everyone's dead.
Yeah.
And I like that Iron Man plugs into the wall socket to charge himself.
Yeah, man, you
up.
gotta charge, you know. And
It's like
yeah.
it's like an iPhone or something.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? You just drop an exposition. No one has talked Limbo, and no one in Phantom community likes that guy. Fanty, is he one of your guys? Space Phantom.
Space Phantom.
All right.
So
go ahead.
yeah. So Iron Man is gearing up again. This guy's big. I think they try to explain his armor as not being actual armor, but it's like it's as malleable as clothes. So like it's like a sheet of metal that's as kind of soft and light as clothes, but like tough as metal out. Something like that. It's weird. Once we get into the other, like the red and yellow stuff, like that's what more people are more used to, and it just looks like armor. Just looks like a robot, which is what it should look like.
Yeah, this tank top Iron Man. Like, what's going on here? Like,
Well, it's a
Well,
top
he's-
of his heart, you know.
Yeah,
And they
he's
did that in the movie, so yeah.
Yeah, the chest plate keeps his heart beating.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's from the origin story, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I read a bunch of Iron Man comics. D-Bud would know. D-Bud's the Iron Man guy. Yeah, I was just gonna say there.
Like cloth to being like metal. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, is that what's happening? Okay, okay. All right, good guy. All right, R. Thanks so much for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate it. Take it easy. Okay, so here he goes. Goes out to meet Z-Hulk. Grabbing his arm, throwing him down.
He's too
Oh,
strong.
Wasp went through him.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's not Wasp. Sorry, that's this other thing. This other random insect.
Is it? That's random.
No, and then it plays a part later, I think.
Oh, okay. So I forgot too that in these early days of Iron Man, he literally he puts attachments on him to do stuff.
Yes.
Which is fun. I just don't know where it comes from. But,
I like this.
Yeah.
He's got this big,
Like,
like, suck. he's
What's
got
his
this-
nozzle going to do? And he screws on a big, like, mallet. It's like a big vacuum cleaner. And then he's like, all right, I'm ready for business now.
Yeah, like, where'd that come from? He didn't have that.
Looks like he's pulling it out of a panel, like he's got an opening in his chest plate.
Yeah,
Right.
like-
And there
out
seems
of
to be
it.
some sort of support behind his arm, too.
yes.
I don't see how he would fit anything in there, but
No,
whatever.
yeah. It's not like RoboCop's holster. It's like in his
Yeah.
thigh. or
That's like
something.
in his leg or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
It is fun. It's cool, man.
I do like attachments. Yeah, that's neat.
So the Team Brigade is still doing their Team Brigade. They're just sitting around, I don't know, telecommuting. I don't know what they're doing. They're just talking to people like, oh, Ant-Man, Giant Man, come and help us or whatever.
Okay, let's go. Dun, dun, dun.
Let's gear up.
I'll become a wasp size. Here goes. Hold it.
Yeah, make the Marvel Legends of this, like, with attachments and stuff.
They might have
Yeah, they probably did.
different attachments, and then they could shoot and stuff like that. That'd be kind of
Yeah, Avengers 2 Iron Man.
Yeah, Avengers 2 Iron Man with the gold or whatever. All right, so I like this random cutaway diagram of the wafer thin cybernetic helmet. Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Does he can he still control ants in Giant Man form? He doesn't have that helmet anymore.
What's this helmet do? Because he's
Does it-
Giant Man here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Giant Man, so he can still control ants with this, right?
Yeah, it does
I
pretty
think
much
so.
the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he no longer has that contraption. Like he looks totally different now. Now he's just like a revert. Now he's just Mon-El or like reverse Superman or whatever.
Oh, because of the colors, yeah.
There's the
So
space. What is the Space Phantom shirt? That looks really baggy. Like
It's like the frilly sleeves from Seinfeld, but his whole shirt. So it's
yeah.
like
Like, now he becomes
Giant Man. But
Man.
they see what happened. So Giant Man went into some limbo, and now he's Giant Man. But they see it. Hulk saw it. Wasp saw it. And then so
Yeah.
now they're gonna fight.
I saw what happened. You're not Giant Man. So they're trying to smash. I love how Hulk's like, just because you're big doesn't mean you're stronger than me. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm the Hulk. 40 years from now, they'll write me that I can break a planet just by stomping on it.
yeah,
So
I'm not gonna throw your ass. Vehicle alert.
yeah, so a big Hasbro vehicle comes at him. And it's like Iron Man's big. It's Tony Stark's big secret weapon vehicle for the army.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, like a big John Deere or something.
My moon vehicle. See, it's a moon vehicle.
Right, it's a moon vehicle.
John, man, what are you doing? What you doing? What you playing at here? And then, now he turns himself into Iron Man, right? Yep.
Right, yeah, and then they have to fight him now. So Wasp was trying to get Thor back. Now they still don't know that Donald Blake is Thor.
Right, they don't know, but they think that Donald Blake can contact Thor.
Yeah, and everyone here, probably not skeptic, but everyone here knows that Donald Blake isn't a real person. It was revealed in Tales to Astonish, I think, where he was always a construct created by Odin. This is like very early on, and it's like it's not a real person. It's just like, it's still Thor, but just in this body, right?
I don't think that was the original approach. I think they may have retconned that later.
Yeah, but I was surprised how early that was revealed. So it's not like it was revealed in like the 80s or something,
I don't know. It's definitely not in Journey into Mystery. I think I've read all the Thor appearances from.
Are
that.
you sure? It's really damn early. It's let me look it up.
I don't know if there's a way to check that. I'm not sure. I could be wrong because I don't have a great memory.
It's like Odin reveals it. It's kind of a shock because you kind of figure that it's a person that just has this Thor ability.
He's saying late 70s.
Late 70s? Yeah.
It was told in Thor 158 and 159.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's definitely not in Journey into Mystery or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I don't, and I've not read up to that many. I've not read that many. All right, the Wasp. Okay, thank you. Boom. Who summons the God of Thunder? I, the Wasp. All right, let's go. This is cool. This looks cool. I also like the T on his belt.
Yeah. We were talking about like the letter of the guy.
I like when there's a letter of
a big serious guy with a big A on his belt. It's like
yeah. I like having a letter on your like a letter on you or whatever. That's kind of neat. Like Superman has the S, Wonder Woman I know it used to be the eagle, and then they did the W. They made the two W's, which I actually think is kind of neat.
It's cool.
Like old Wonder Woman, we just happen to have one right here. Is the it's like the eagle or whatever, right?
It's the eagle, yeah. Eagle
but then later, I don't have any later ones here. Then later it's the.
They changed it around like I don't know 81 maybe somewhere around there.
All right, so back to fighting here. So now, basically, so issue 1 was Loki. Issue 2 is Space Phantom, who's really every character. They end up fighting each other in different like versions, or so it's like Space Phantom as Iron Man, Space Phantom as Hulk, as Giant Man. So you got everyone fighting each other. Now she goes into Iron Man and messes up his circuitry. He moved the hammer back. That's crazy. But Thor got it. Thor gets all the good action poses.
Yeah. You could tell that's like Kirby's favorite guy.
Yeah,
and it would be because he's a god, right? Yeah. I
think usually the heavy hitter guys are usually the big stars, right? Or am I wrong? Like, let me think. Fantastic Four definitely Thing is the big character. Is Thor the big character in Avengers, or is Captain America the big character in Avengers?
Captain America, but we're gonna get him in issue 4. That's the thing, right?
So is that the general like I know that in X-Men they were banking on Colossus being the big guy, but then Wolverine sort of became like the exact opposite. The little guy became the pumped up guy. But I think that's because they just wrote him to be more cooler that way, and Colossus was more, I don't know, I guess more dry or whatever. But like Thing's a fun character and Thor's a fun character, right? Because he's making big speeches and big bold moves and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think what other teams who's
Well, I guess Thing would have been like eventually a breakout because of his personality, right? But
yeah.
Johnny Storm was really popular too, and you know.
One thing Marvel never did was allow the villain to use one of the heroes as a bludgeoning on his teammates, unlike DC looking at you, JLA Superman. All right, so anyway, he's all rusted up, and he pops out, and he comes back from the... So it's
Sorry, the origin of Donald Blake is 1968. It's Thor 159.
Yeah. So that's what
so yeah, late
D-Bud
60s, man. Wow.
Yeah, so that's what D-Bud was saying.
Yeah.
Did Thor continue from Journey into Mystery, or is there a Thor #1 or no?
Yeah, they just continued the numbering from
Right.
Journey into Mystery.
Okay, so there is no Thor #1.
Yeah, kind of like how Captain America and Iron Man just continued on
Continued
from
from
Tales
Tales.
of Suspense and Tales to Astonish.
Yeah. Yeah, that I know because I have Captain America 100 and I have big premiere issue Submariner, and I don't have the big premiere Iron Man or whatever, but I've got the first Hawkeye. That was still Tales of Suspense. So, but yeah, that I knew. So I didn't know. I forgot. And Strange Tales continued into Doctor Strange 169 or something. And what was the other one we just said? Oh, Journey into Mystery went into Thor. That's it. In the end, they defeated him. Now he went back. So this is crazy. He's in the limbo by himself without anyone to turn into. So he tried to turn into who did he try to take over again? Something happened here. Oh, he tried to take over Thor, but Thor's
not a
god.
human being, so
Yeah, so he can't do it.
Yeah.
He didn't read the manual. Space
work
Phantom manual. Oh, I can't do gods. Oh shit. I didn't know. So he's in limbo forever.
I forgot what he was trying to do. I think he's just trying to take down the Avengers so that he can eventually take over the world or something stupid.
He's gonna call his people in. He wants to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Call the other guys in. Yeah.
Yeah. So how much each of you hates me? Everyone hates me. So I'm gonna go sulk.
Yeah, Hulk was like, when you're fighting me, I don't. They actually didn't fight him. As soon as he turned back, they didn't. They knew that he wasn't like the Phantom or whatever. But anyways, he's like, I saw in your eyes that you didn't like me and all that stuff. So he takes off.
Take off.
And then Janet basically validates what he said because she's like, yeah, I never liked that guy. He's like, really, he gave me the creeps or whatever. It's like, he's still within earshot. Like, shut up for 1 second. 1 second more. Okay, now what do you have to say?
Yeah, get like make. Oh, you know what I'm clipping?
What?
Clipping this large. I got to write this down. 1 second. I got to write this down or I'm going to forget it. Ford Fairlane.
Which one?
Have you seen The Adventures of Ford Fairlane?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got to clip my mother always said, Wayne Newton, my mother always said, if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, make sure they're not in the goddamn room.
Yeah.
That is one of the best.
You didn't think we'd kill off the effing koala, did you?
I love that.
Because it's dead. It's hung. And the guy's like, holy shit, we killed it. At the end, it's just randomly back. He's like, It's just
Like,
like that.
He was
Yeah,
kind of
it's
like
like
the
that.
first guy that had his career ruined when he was canceled. That was kind of like an early
Yeah.
incident of that.
Oh yeah, an early cancel. Yeah, that was the early cancellation. Okay. So what was the? Okay, so the only one I could play then is this one.
You want some advice? Take your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland.
And that's what Hulk did in that one. He did go to Disneyland. that koala. But then he's like, because he's paid for he's given a koala as payment. He's like, I'm having koala chips, koala dip, koala biscuits.
I don't make money. I make gifts.
Yeah. I gotta watch. I'm not gonna watch it tonight because tonight I gotta finish Hysteria and I gotta finish. I like to rewatch Alien Part 1 every so often, so I gotta rewatch Alien Part 1 again. So I'm gonna do Ford Fairlane pretty soon, though. I think I've got to clip that Wayne Newton thing. That was just the damn best. And the like where he goes like he does his head and it's like the weirdest. He makes that weird noise or whatever. All right, the Hulk and Submariner versus the Avengers. Wow, one of the greatest battles of all time. Oh, there you
go. 2 exclamation marks.
Wow.
Yeah, and I peed in the punch bowl.
All right, so Avengers Volume Only, number 3. Cover art by Jack Kirby, Paul Rainman, Stan Goldberg, and Artie Simic. This was cover dated January 1964, but released November 5th, 1963. This is credited as being written by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, penciled by the great Jack Kirby, inked by Paul Rainman, colored by Stan Goldberg, lettered by Sam Rosen, and edited by Stan Lee.
The Avengers meet Submariner.
Yeah, this is not first appearance of anybody. This I think the X-Men are in this one. I can't remember, but yeah. So here's a new suit for Iron Man. A bit too much skin around the eyes, but pretty cool.
Yeah, featuring the Incredible Hulk, Thor, Giant Man, the Wasp, and Iron Man. This is an extravaganza of superhero stars, starting off at the table where Hulk is breaking the view screen. Iron Man, I see you have a new costume. I do, Thor. And now it looks a lot cooler. And now I'm getting to be like the regular Iron Man. It's like, but we got to find the Hulk. Why? Didn't he just leave and we're cool with that? No, I know, but he might cause trouble. Let me use my Doctor Strange abilities with this machine I've created to astral project myself into different random comics in order to take up 4 pages of nonsense. Like, that's basically what happens. Like, hey, Thing, I'm going on a date with Alicia. Okay. I don't. It's like, oh, I'm going shopping. Hey, Spider-Man. It's like, oh, you're a loser, Iron Man. It's like, okay. This is so weird. Like, what was this? Like, what? Okay, and this was filler. It's like, oh, here's the X-Men. Here's Beast. It's like, why are you in the danger room? Like, how did you get in there?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Star Wars Marvel purists, dude, that our stream for Ewoks is like over 800 views or something like that.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I
love it. I'm so happy. I was thinking Ewoks. I was like, I don't give a crap about the Ewoks. So make sure you're subscribed to Star Wars Marvel purists, man. That was absolutely a blast. We're gonna do something else for sure. We're gonna do something else. That was a lot of fun. I think people just wanted a good versus. We haven't had one in a while, so like,
right, yeah,
it was just a good thing. We'll do something Marvel related or maybe something Star Wars related.
Well, it was the anniversary of Caravan of Courage. It was the 40th.
Yes, that was just a coincidence too.
Yeah, and I think people wanted some Ewoks content. I guess because people really talk about this old Star Wars stuff as much as they really should on the internet. I know they talk about complaining about the new stuff, but like celebrating the old stuff, like Star Wars Marvel purist, right? So
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah,
I just want to point out, like,
mhm.
because I wanted to see where Justice League was at this point. So they were on issue 23. Because that opening page is kind of bold. It's like guys that are very new compared to the DC classic characters that are all featured in Justice League.
Right.
And they're like, it's Giant Man, it's the Wasp, and they're classic to us now. But back then they're really showing, and they're like, listen, we got the Hulk, we got Thor, we got like this guy. Well, Namor had been around since World War II, but like Iron Man in another suit. Look at this.
Yeah, it's
and
like the wrestling rosters.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, Justice
Namor.
League. I'm looking at the cover here. It's like Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter's on there. So they're starting to butt heads now.
Head to head here. Tales of Astonish 49, the first crossover between team members of Angel fought Iron Man. Awesome. I don't have Tales 49. I think I started in like 70 something. But whenever Namor started in Tales to Astonish, I have that and on. And then almost all of Namor's run, and then almost all of the next series run as well of Namor.
You must have gotten those 100 years ago because
I did get those a long time ago.
Now, yeah.
I did get, because the second I read that phone book, that Namor phone book,
yeah, the Essentials.
I went immediately and bought all of it. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever, and just bought it all.
Yeah.
Has some Kirby cover, yeah.
Namor.
Oh, don't start me on that. That's like my most infuriating. That's when I became an actual person that was pissed off. Normally, I'm not really pissed off. Like, I don't get pissed off. I don't even care. Like, I don't care if something sucks. It doesn't bother me. The only time I've been pissed off was He-Man, Kevin Smith He-Man, this Namor crap. What other? I've been a couple times actually pissed off, but that really pissed me off. Anyways, so he's astral projecting himself with technology. I mean, look, it's neat to see all these characters interact, so that's kind of cool. But it is a bit like random. Like,
I think he's done this in other issues, though.
He has.
Yeah,
he has.
They dropped it like I don't know when they dropped it, but
Actually,
it's just so
if you
weird.
think about it, it's kind of surprising Reed isn't more interested in how he's doing that. Like, how is that working? How are you doing that?
Yeah, it's Reed.
Yeah, Reed. And Sue's
He's
going
got his
shopping.
eyes on other prizes, like he's exploring the Negaverse or whatever it's called.
Sue's going
negative
shopping.
Zone.
Yeah. To doing their thing. Okay, so back to the X-Men. I like how Professor X is like, get out of my danger room. Like, okay,
Yeah,
not
God.
danger room, whatever it's called. Just normal room. Get out of my workout room. It's like, all right, dude. Like, shit. The Namor stuff, the Namor costume. Oh yeah, it's awful. And he's from some place that nobody knows. The Mandarin, the Mandarin, it didn't piss me off. I just didn't care because I was like, this sucks. Like, I hate Iron Man 3. That's a crap movie. You want to hear a super massive, hyper hot take? I think The Marvels is better than Iron Man 3. How do you like that? That's like the hottest take in the universe. All of it. I loved Kingsley's terrorist man. Oh yeah, he was. Oh, Ben Kingsley was fire until you realized that he was an idiot and a drunk or whatever.
He sold that movie in the trailers, and then when you watch the movie, it's like, oh, that's not what they're doing.
Yeah, that was really annoying.
And then Pepper Potts saves the day, and then he destroys all the armor. It's like, what is going? And then it's like, oh, I cured myself. I created elements. It's like, what?
Yeah,
what
that last 2 minutes where he just wraps up everything neatly. It didn't make
That's
any
the movie, man.
Oh, that heart thing is fine now.
Yeah, it's fine.
We healed Pepper Potts, and
Pepper's good. Everything's good. She saves the day at the end. Yeah, I saved you, Tony. Like, what is this shit? I can't believe what a terrible movie. And that was boring, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, original Ms. Marvel's awesome. I like that comic a lot. I've got issue 1 of it and then like some other random one, but I've read a lot of them. Okay, so Hulk's here. Hulk, it's me, Rick. Listen to me. What do you want, Rick? It's like, listen, you got to help me out. Let's go. People are looking after you. So again, riding the back of Hulk. Rick Jones. I think Rick Jones, like Hulk should be like, I'm not your Uber here, Rick. Like,
Yeah, I never liked Rick Jones.
Because you're a mean-spirited person, Sean. Everyone likes Rick Jones.
I would say though Snapper Carr is worse, but
no, it's a question of intelligence, so your opinion has very little relevance.
Yeah, if you're ranking DC's version, like Snapper Carr is worse, but
Rick Jones is fine. I'm
he's in a lot
Hulk.
of cool comics. It's just I never liked the character, man. I don't know.
So this is the Machine. Now I read all these Hulks when Steve and I were doing our Gamma Zone podcast, and this is the Machine that turns them back. I always thought this was kind of an interesting idea here. So he's all back, and there's the torn pants, the purple pants.
Yeah.
He tucks him in and gives him some milk and cookies. It's very nice of Rick Jones.
But
it's all my fault. Remember, what was that issue where Rick Jones blames himself for the Hulk again? What issue was that?
I think there's probably a few issues where he does it.
It's like the first line of dialogue by Rick Jones in every appearance. And I just read today, I read 4 Hulk comics, Grey Hulk. Every one of them. It's my fault. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's over. Like, get over it.
You got to remember though, back in those days, they tended to take the approach of everyone's comic is their first one.
Somebody's first comic.
They always want to kind of explain. That's why, they'll always announce their name and then mention their power and stuff like that.
Well, but like my thing is like, can't someone else say it? Like, like it's always like Rick, like, can't it just be like, oh, Rick still blames himself for cause, like it's always Rick that thinks of, oh, it's all my fault. It's like every time it's like, just would have been neat to switch it up a little bit. Hey, Muhammad is here. Boom.
So,
it's issue 6. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Conan issue 48
of Conan Barbarian.
Wow,
man.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And Cull's cool too. Let me expose myself. Expose yourself. Why? Oh, it's more gamma ration. I see. Okay, that makes sense. So he goes to sleep and then turns. Like, I don't even understand what this is. He turned back, and then he's Hulk.
Like, he's like, he didn't use enough gamma rays or something. I don't know. I need to turn back so I can get this show on the road and team up with Namor. Like, everyone's clamoring for that promise in the cover.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen until way later on.
It's been 7 pages. Can we get all right, so Tony Stark again getting his armor on. There's Hank Pym getting smaller, doing the thrusters here, getting on the little ants. She flies. Donald Blake Thor's up.
You're missing what's your
Skibby.
face's insults at Donald Blake.
I know. I was trying to help her out.
That's all she does is just insult the guy.
Yeah, like she's the worst.
She's a heartless monster. Like
I hate her.
It's like, why isn't he more of a man? Well, the guy, listen, he runs a practice. All his patients admire him, and he can barely walk. Like, let's see you do that.
She should just tell Donald Blake to walk it off.
That's kind of a common way that they're depicted. I mean, look at the Golden Age stuff with Lois.
She's brutal too.
With Joan, Jay Garrick's love interest, Joan. I forget her last name. They're like awful. They're like, why are you such a loser? Why can't you be like so and so or whatever?
Right. That's why I always liked Lana.
Like, is that how women talk to men back then? Like, yeah.
Well, if you were a loser, I guess they did talk to you that way. But yeah, I don't know. All right, so we're back to Hulk, and there's Iron Man now getting hit. And then Iron Man's got his little thing. Yeah. Yeah, I like Peter David's Hulk, that's for damn sure. So he's getting nailed here, more blasting. Eventually they're gonna team up. And we're counting the toes. Yep, 4 toes, so we're good. I like this. I used to do this. Did you ever do that? You pick up those little things and you go like that and like spread it, like you hold the twig and you go like, and then all of that stuff comes out. So
All
that's
the
what
stuff like shoots out.
shoots
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Looks like look, Jane liked him, but he was all about business. You like is it Sal? Yeah, Sal, yeah. All right. Here come the ants. Here, look at this building, all this good stuff here. Spikes shot at them.
Once again, one of the most powerful Avengers. Those ants can do anything.
Ant-Man is like crazy. I don't think ants are that good. Like I don't think so.
Yeah, how fast can they really work? It's like, you know.
I think they're slow. I think they're slow pokes. All right, so fighting up here. Hear me, Hulk. I am not as merciful as Iron Man. I order you to return to the Avengers or suffer my wrath. You know, this guy's he quit.
He quit.
Let him go.
Yeah.
That's it. He doesn't want to be part of your organization anymore. Stop it. Let the guy live.
I don't know why that's the ultimatum. I thought they were called there to fight him because he was on a rampage. It's like, you want this all the time around you? Like,
yeah. Ants are only good because Pym is a good leader, yeah. I mean, all they do is steal breadcrumbs or whatever, right? Like, I don't get it. Okay. Anyway, so he jumps and smashes through. That was cool. Smashes through the ground, runs up. There's a train here. Jumps, 4 toes, throws his entire cart at them. That's crazy. 4
hobos died.
Oh man! Any littlest hobos in there? Or?
And the littlest hobo. Not the littlest hobo.
4 regular hobos and 1 littlest hobo. Got good. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving.
Keep moving on.
Smashes. I like this though. I like grabbing this hook weapon, and got Iron Man pretty good there.
Yeah, nail that guy. He keeps nailing Iron Man. Iron Man's my heart thing. Oh gosh. Oh.
I should have covered it. Should have covered it better.
So
shouldn't have had it exposed.
He twirls Thor in that twine or whatever, that cable. And then
flour. And
Hulk has flour bags, so he's gonna use that against Giant Man.
Is it Robin Hood flour? I don't know.
We're the only ones that know what that is. Other Ontarians will know, but yeah.
Oh, you don't? Oh, they don't have it in the States?
No, that's a Canadian brand through and through.
Oh man,
it's generational. We all grew up on Robin Hood flour, but and that insignia has always remained the same.
Yeah. No, I used to, as a kid, I used to be like, oh, I want that Robin Hood thing. And my grandmother would be like, no, it's flour. Like, you can't just eat it or whatever. I was like, no, but it's Robin Hood. I want that Robin Hood thing.
Yeah,
it's like,
Robin Hood flour, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a public brand here, but yeah.
Yeah, the picture was great. It's a big Robin Hood profile. I was like, oh, this looks awesome. It's
like that.
All right, so flour, he shoves it in here and just poofs out. He's gone. I failed. You did. You failed, Giant Man. You failed. You failed miserably.
Yeah. What's the point of being big if you can't fight flour? You know what, Giant Man, get out of here.
Flower power, though. Flower power. Hulk jumps in the water. It's green water. I guess he made it green by going in it. I love these guys fish him out here.
Yeah.
What the heck? Who the heck is this guy?
He's gonna kill us all. It's like, well, he's barely alive. Let's I don't know what you do with the Hulk. Feed him. So yeah.
Throw him back in.
Right. Well, finally, the Namor has arrived in the Avengers comic. Here he is with a Kirby thing.
Yeah, he was doing customer service calls.
Yes. I am Vincent. No, you're not.
Hi, I am Vincent. Is that your real name? Yes.
Are you
It's like,
satisfied with your Bell Wi-Fi service?
are you satisfied with your like dolphin whatever dolphin express? It's like, no, that last dolphin was terrible. I wanted him to stop off at this thing. And he's like gone crazy. Look at his eyes. All right, there you go. They met. Finally, they meet up and they hug. See, Hulk just tried to hug him. And
Yeah, they
Namor's
fight a
like, "Don't
bit
hug me."
because it's Marvel. um, and then there's a lot of fighting, man. It's like Hulk tried to smash Namor. Namor breaks through that little cap. They want him back so they can keep an eye on him. Yeah.
Yeah, we know. I know why they want him back, but I don't like telling people the real reason. I like making up my own fake reasons. To be fair, they failed. Giant Man was the only one, and that's right. They all failed, but Giant Man acknowledged it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So then Namor breaks out of here. Once they're in the water, their Namor's pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
So he's able to like get the better of him for a second. And Hulk's like, "You're pretty tough, you're a pretty tough guy." It's like, yeah, why don't we team up? Where's my team up?
Yes.
I never know. Where's my team up? Oh, here it is. Team up.
Yeah.
And then they also think this is great though. I'll string along for a while, then smash him when he's off guard. He's too strong, too undependable. When he's served his purpose, I'll destroy him. Wow, you guys are dicks. The Hulk and Namor explode or whatever. It's like,
the mega powers explode. Wrestle me. Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. Yeah. What is going on here? Whoa, picking her up by the dress. I hope it won't be your finish, handsome, because I'm still waiting to see what you look like in an Ivy League suit and a crew cut with those shoulders, those eyes.
Yeah, she's like lusting after Thor. Yeah, no, she's not the greatest character. I mean, I don't know. And she's got like, what's the deal with her and Hank Pym at this point? I can't remember.
I don't know. Classic, do you know?
Well, there are a couple supposed to be. I mean, they're not. I don't know. I don't think they're married, but yeah, they're not married yet. But they're involved. But she's constantly, playing for Thor. I think later on they just kind of explain it that she was doing that to make him jealous and to get him to pay more attention to her.
Right.
Is she not like a teenager here or something, and he's way older?
I don't think she's a teenager, but she's pretty young. I think she's like maybe early 20s. Yeah, they're kind of like Reed and Sue. They have a pretty significant age gap.
Yeah, and they haven't
supposed to be more kind of like mid to early 30s.
Yeah.
So maybe like a 10-year gap between them, something like that.
And they haven't written in the whole she's richer than him kind of thing yet. Right?
I'm not sure specifically. I mean, I think her family's supposed to be, well-to-do. I don't know how rich they're supposed to be necessarily.
Yeah. I remember that being an angle, and then they fought about that a few times, like within the first 100 issues, but yeah.
Well, we got 23 votes on my poll. 48% picked Loki, and everyone else is tied for 17. So I don't think Loki's going to be dethroned, but we'll see what happens. You never know. All right, so now they're shooting. I like Hulk shooting weapons. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, they got this little play set here. It's like
I like this play set.
Big Secret Wars play set or whatever. So
and Thor's gonna hammer these away, and then he's like, "No, I'll just shoot them back." Look at Giant Man. He's like, "Oh my god,
you guys are crazy. Just get out of the way of it. That's all."
So Iron Man projects it back. He takes out his gun.
Namor's got a gun, so he's gonna shoot guys now.
Yeah.
The world's come undone. Anyway,
He hit me with emery dust pellet. Okay.
yeah.
Not the emery dust pellet to the face. That's the second time this month I've fallen for that.
Old
The
Emery
old
dust.
emery dust pellet in the face trick.
So Thor throws his hammer,
That's
And,
never
uh,
happened. First time, key issue.
but I think they're at some point there's jeopardy they can't get his hammer back in time or something.
Well, he has to get it
Is
back
it
or else he'll turn.
Yeah,
He'll turn
in
back.
1 minute, or else he'll turn to Donald Blake and everyone will laugh at him or something.
Yeah, when does that change? Because that was around for a long time, I feel.
long time, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting to see when that.
I don't think it
when
was
that
there in the 80s when I was reading it, so.
Yeah, something. Okay, so anyways, Iron Man is out. Hulk's pissed. Look at Janet's going all whizzy. They're pebbles. Oh, look, it's almost stepped. Iron Man almost stepped on her.
Thank heavens, the ground here is so uneven. Yeah, so they got this big weapon here.
It just plays music, that's all.
The piercing blast will destroy any living being who comes too close. All right, thanks, Namor. Good to know.
Thanks, Namor. You're the best. And it'll play the new Iron Maiden albums or whatever.
You could plug your MP3 into it. And,
Yes, and then it's iTunes and all.
Yeah.
They wouldn't call it iTunes; they'd call it like Music Tunes or something. Like they have to call it something obvious so that we know that they mean iTunes, but they don't want to say iTunes.
Hulk want Bluetooth support. Well, you get that, Hulk. Oh, goody.
Why is it Bluetooth? Why not green? They're against green skin color. They don't. It's not. It should be called Green Tooth. She's Van Dyne Industries rich. Yes, her dad was successful. Good.
Right.
Pretty sure Walt Simonson got rid of Donald Blake stuff. Thank God Walt still runs
Yeah.
Epic. Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of that during his run. Yeah.
All right, Namor and Giant Man. This is pretty good. He does flip him though. That's pretty nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then Iron Man just gets his ass whipped here.
All the time. Like, what? Dude. Yeah. So now it's Hulk and Namor against Thor because they know that they need both of their strength to get this guy. He's a god.
They're getting him pretty good. Oh! He can't take it. Look at that.
He can't remove the hammer because it's enchanted to his fist or whatever.
You dumbass Hulk! You can't do that. It's like, what are you doing, Hulk? You don't know what you're talking about.
I recommend you try another sport, like knitting.
Nope. Now they're like, catch the hammer. Who's got?
I need the hammer back. Why is that, Thor?
Why do you need it back?
And of
Let me
course, it's a
think.
thought bubble. Like, no one must know that I'm Donald Blake. If I change the whole every issue is someone's first issue thing.
Right. If I turn back to Donald Blake in front of these people, they'll call me an idiot.
A secret identity? Who has those?
Uh-oh. Turning back.
And then he's all ashamed of turning back to Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
And then so he runs away. He even says, like, oh, no one should see me like this. Well, why? I mean, they're fighting Hulk. Now you're not Hulk anymore, so
Run
all's
away.
good.
And Namor's got the S on his belt as well.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. S for Submariner, not for shoot, Sean. Not shoot.
Well, why an N for
Namor? Yeah, I don't know.
You know what's
Namor's
funny? I always thought it was Namor because you just read it and you don't say it, right? And then some people are like, no, it's Namor or whatever. But like in in that Wakanda Forever thing. So he says Namor or whatever, but everybody calls him Namor. Like all the characters, Suri, everybody just calls him Namor the entire movie. So they broke their own thing. Anyway,
They didn't use his proper.
they dead named him.
Oh my god, they dead named him. You're right. Oh my god, Sean, you're right. Shuri should have been canceled. She should have been taken off Wakanda's throne, and like, I don't know, should have been canceled. That's it. The end. Namor takes off because he's like, yeah, I'm good. They just let him take off too, eh? Like, I have much respect for his valor. Okay, but he tried to kill everybody. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, and someone agrees. I think it's like Giant Man or something like that. But I don't know. Whatever. He's escaping so that he can have another story somewhere else.
Yeah, I must have another.
Actually, the next issue.
I threw a link in the chat. This is from an image by Michael Golden. It's of the Avengers fighting Namor. It's just a really cool image, I think. If you want to show it.
I'll put it up. Yeah, I'll show it. Let me put it into
Black
the
and white.
hold on. Let me put it in the. Where's my? Add it to my StreamYard. Hold on. Desktop. Got it. Yep, I got it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Namor has that.
It's got more like a Guile haircut almost.
Yeah.
I'll zoom it. You know what? I'll put it once we're done this. I'll try to share the screen and then try to zoom it in so we can try to see it a bit better.
Yep.
I thought
It's
there
a
was
royalty
color
thing.
version of that, but I can't find it.
Oh, they're both. Wait, they're both princes. I get it. Okay. All right, D-Bud. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Take it easy, buddy. All right, Captain America.
Woo!
All right, Sean.
The comic just kicks it up a notch with this appearance.
Oh, this is it.
Yep. Avengers Volume Only, number 4. Cover dated March 1964. Release date is January 3rd, 1964. Cover art by Jack Kirby, George Russos, Stan Goldberg, and R.D. Simic. This is credited as written by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Penciled by the great Jack Kirby, inked by George Russos, colored by Stan Goldberg, lettered by R.D. Simic, and edited by Stan Lee. This is the return of Captain America after there were some fake Captain Americas before this as a tryout. Returning from the classic World War II days where he was a huge sensation. So this is like a big deal at the time. And I think some kids might have probably known Captain America from their parents or something. But here he is. He's not redesigned or anything. This is what it is, man. He's Captain America again. It's pretty awesome.
This is the earliest issue I have.
Wow.
This is a big one. This goes for high money.
Yeah, first Silver Age appearance, of course.
Yeah. I think I paid like $300 for Captain America 100, and it's a 4.5, and it's graded in that whatever it's called, CGC, which people can just open up and change the comic, no problem. So I literally had a heart attack when that happened. I'm like, I only owned like 4 or 5 graded comics. I'm like, if this is one of them and I got scammed, I'll literally barf, because I don't buy graded comics, but it's to the point where people are charging you graded. They're charging you great.
Yeah.
Right. Graded prices for raw. That's what they're doing now. Oh, this would be like a 9, so it's like.
I hate that. It's like, so you want me to pay the money to send it in and hope I get the price that matches the grade that matches your price. Just sell me the raw. What the hell? What happened to very fine, near mint, What happened to that? God. Anyway, that's just me. I don't have any graded anything
Yeah.
yet. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen, but
No, I do because it's the same price. The guy said, he goes, "You want to pay $300 for this raw Captain America, which is pissed and who knows what's wrong with it, or do you want to pay 300 just get a 4.5 and you know at least it's intact?" I'm like, I guess I'll just take this. Then I don't understand. Like,
yeah.
so it's not like I'm going to open up that comic and read it. I have it 100. I have it in 100.
Yeah, in a
I have
bunch of
volume.
different, yeah.
I have it in in trades. I have it in digital. I have it everywhere, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Captain America, there he is. He just walked in. Hey guys, I'm the leader now. Wait a minute, that's weird. Where have you been? Oh, wait a second. Here's the story. I guys, wait one page, man. Christ, wait, like one page.
Yeah.
Right.
So right after the last issue,
Yeah, he
he
swam and saw these guys worshiping this block
goes
of
to the
ice.
Arctic and sees these guys, worshiping this thing, and then he gets mad and swings their own deity at them, and then flings it into the ocean and causes more havoc.
I'm an atheist. Ah.
Yeah.
I don't believe in your bullshit. So Namor is responsible for releasing Captain America.
Yeah. So he thaws, and then I guess these guys are traveling back from the battle, and they see him.
Yeah. What's that in the thing there? It's a man. It's a blonde man. I'm also blonde.
Huh.
Hey, what's all that? Wait a minute. He's got an
So-
A mask.
So Iron Man has a new mask. Was that the mask in the last one? Because they're coming back from that battle. I don't
No,
remember.
it was. It did
It
have
was?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, look, he's got an A on his head. He must be Canadian.
A. This A isn't for France. Sorry, that's from the Ultimates.
Oh dear, that's kind of. All of you, listen up. He isn't dead. He's breathing. His eyes, they're flickering. Holy crap! He wakes up, and then he just goes crazy.
Bucky, no. And who the
Bucky,
hell's
no, I saw.
Yeah.
So he's
What?
like, I saw a television series. It was called Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Bucky was in it, and they ruined the character so badly that everyone hated him after that. It's okay, Cap. We're not there yet. That's still decades away.
This is still the real 616, not not that fake MCU. They're the 616. This is bullshit.
Ooh, you're not happy about that.
That's horse shit.
Wow, look at this guy.
No, Mikey's not a real fan if he's saying that, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's another universe. Chat.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
No, I'm really mad about that.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. It's a
Wow.
yeah. No, it's
Where's
bullshit.
where's my can't argue?
Can't argue with a confident man.
Can't argue with a confident man, that's for sure. Well, Cap, are you okay? It was just a dream. You're in the normal continuity right now. That's way later, and that's way later. Where am I? Well, you're in a comic called Avengers. You're going to be the leader of it pretty soon. Oh, interesting. Who am I? I forgot myself. Let me put my mask on so I look cooler in the next panel. Good, now I look cooler. Whoa, he's Captain America. Yep. They start throwing shit at him to prove
Yeah,
it.
they start testing him out. It's like he just woke up.
He just woke up.
Like, give him
But-
breakfast or something, man. Or,
Oh my
like, does he have
god.
to pee like freaking Austin Powers? Like, what the hell?
Wow, that was. I've had ones where I've literally gotten tired of standing. I'm like, what happened? How was this? Like, there's no way that this entire amount was. Like, I feel if I filled up a bottle like that could not be in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, they throw a bunch of shit at him to prove that he's Captain America.
They'll attack him, yeah.
He flips around. I go, Giant Man is just giant all the time.
He doesn't have to be, but he's got an ego problem, right? So
Yeah.
he's got a chip on his shoulder. So he tells the origin.
Yeah. Only his head
fighting-
talks. Only his
Yeah.
head talks, though.
His head, oh yeah.
Yeah, I love this.
Fighting in World War II, Bucky was with them. They went on top on this plane here, and I think, Bucky dies, but like he gets thrown into the ocean where he freezes, I guess. They ask him why he's the same age and he hasn't aged. And I guess they don't say it here. Maybe they do somewhere else in the comic, but like it's the super soldier serum has
makes him-
halted or at least slowed his aging.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. And they're now this guy, this Medusa character, is like turning people to stone all of a sudden. You're like, all right. And Captain America's like, well, this kind of came out of nowhere in this comic. I thought this was going somewhere else, but okay. Look, it's stone versions of the people that I just spoke to.
Yeah. Okay, so they don't say it, I don't think they say it here, but like, so when I was reading comics, they don't explain everything up front to you. So when I saw his costume, it had the little things every so often, little details on his costume.
Yes.
I thought they were gills or something. I was like, oh, can he like survive in the ocean or what the hell? And I think way later on, I found out it's supposed to be a chain,
Yeah,
not
chainmail.
chainmail, but chain link type of
Yeah.
Yeah.
armor. Yeah, which they never convey in the movies, but it's just it's a weird detail they always threw in these comics. But it's here, and you see the little gill things.
Yeah, the little loops.
Yeah, there they are.
All right, well, he's got to take a rest here because it's like it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, I just like Jesus, like slow down.
There's Rick Jones.
Oh my god.
Hey, you're Captain America. You're the best. It's like, yep. All right. Well, I just wanted to say hi. All right, now they go through the big paperwork here. That guy's weapon is a weapon that turns people into stone. It's like they should have called the villain Stoner.
But even the Iron Man, I mean, he's wearing a thing of armor. Anyway.
Yeah, why not? He can turn anything to stone. Now he's like eating popcorn here. Like, what the hell? It's not him. So I like how he's on the like. So Steve Rogers is looking for the guy in the picture. Nope, it's not that bald guy. That guy's another false alarm. It's him, the one we're after. So you only checked like 3 places. That's pretty good.
Well, gotta do a montage.
Yeah, it's a comic book montage. I'm checking every place. I'm checking out every guy, and it's and then I'm gonna. It's a 1-page montage. I don't know. I can't.
So he smashes through because he's Captain America.
Of course.
So I think. Am I mistaken? Or maybe it's just the way the shine is depicted on the. Yeah, it is. I was gonna say it's not supposed to be translucent here. It's just the way the shield is shining.
Oh, so yeah, it's not like the red brown shield.
No, I had shades of red brown there, but yeah. Anyway.
Well, red brown's the best, even though he's the son of Captain America.
Yeah,
Steve
in the
Rogers Jr. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumps in.
And then he
I
jumps
do
right
like
into
that.
Yeah,
jumps right into the fight. Captain America. The thing is, there's a lot of guys. Like, I mean, I was reading Captain America starting from 100, and it's like, I mean, it's super exciting. Like, and then I lost a little bit, but I jumped back on in the late 200s.
Yeah.
And that's your Mark Grunwalds and all of that. And then you start getting your John Walkers and Battlestar and those other guys all start to come in. And it was pretty damn still exciting. Like, I don't know if issues like 190 to 280 were good. You know what I mean? I don't know if that 100 issue block was good, but it felt like it was really damn good. and then I wasn't reading as much, and then I came back, and it's like it was really good. So I don't know. Sorry, I started with late 200s, and then I went back and read Kirby's 100 on digital, and it seemed like they're really good. Like Captain America Volume 1 is pretty good. Like
Captain America
Volume 1, Captain America Volume 1, all these Volume 1s are like just so awesome.
Yeah, Captain America was good. It was unappreciated because the sales were not great. That's why they did the whole Heroes Reborn.
Yep.
And took Grunwald off of it, which many say really depressed them. But
yeah, but the numbers don't lie. That Avengers, that Captain America Avengers that Rob Liefeld did is the top. That Avengers is the most sold Avengers comic.
Yeah. But he did Captain America as well, right? With the eagle on his head or whatever, right?
I know, yeah. I didn't mind. Clobby hated the eagle. I didn't mind the eagle because it's like, okay, it made sense to have an eagle on there because it's Captain America. So, I mean, I like the A because that's the classic look. But it's not like they did something that didn't make any sense. Like people were angry about it, but it's not like it was nonsensical. Like, oh, let's put something on him or let's remove it or whatever. It's
yeah.
Like,
no, it was for many comic fans. There's like this punk kid came in here and changed this for no reason. Right. So yeah,
and sold millions of copies. And
I know. I bought them too. It's like I was reading the Grunwald stuff. It was awesome. It was
I like it.
Comic, So yeah.
Yeah, I hate when comics
is pretty. I think it's very well regarded.
Yeah. Yes.
Grunwald.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. No, it's well regarded nowadays, but
yeah.
Back then it wasn't selling, and I don't know why. I don't know.
Anyway, all right. So Captain America removes the mask from this guy, Mr. Stone guy, and you're like, it's like Carrot Top Man or whatever his name is, and then his head.
Stupid origin, but like I really don't care. Like,
here's my origin. I'm from a distant galaxy. Okay. I turn people to stone with my little ray gun. Okay. Okay, well, you're coming with me. Like, I don't turn them back. I bet you Captain America didn't even listen.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Like, listen, this ain't DC Comics, man. You can't have like 4 panels of the cloud border in here, man. This is all action. Listen, I love DC, but like, your origin is that you turn people to stone. We know that.
So you turn people to stone. Yeah, I know that already. Tell me something I don't know.
Carrot Top. I knew it was you, Carrot Top.
I knew it too. Yeah. So he turns them all back to normal. And then Namor's at the bottom of the ocean. It's like, okay. And then they fish out this guy's ship or whatever. Comes out. All right. Well, they fish it out of the ocean. Here comes Namor, who's all pissy. Oh, we got another. Oh, there's the color version of that. Oh, that's awesome. I'll save that as well. Desktop. There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Now you got all of a sudden you got this like thing, this battle going on here. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's all these Atlantean guys.
It went right back to Namor. Like, I thought that Carrot Top guy was like your big bad guy, and now it went right back to Namor.
Yeah, it's like, this villain isn't working out. Quick, let's get Namor back in here.
Yeah.
It's a whole bizarre just side story that kind of comes and goes. It's feels like they just had to pad the story out or something.
But look at this. This is a great panel right here with Thor just whacking the crap out of everybody.
So does Namor acknowledge like Captain America from his Avengers days? No.
But they say that Captain America says that he has a memory or something, or he thinks it could be something.
Right. Yeah.
But Namor doesn't remember. But Namor had lost his memory and just only regained it.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
When Johnny, I was going to call him Johnny Torch. That's actually a great hybrid. But yeah, or human storm. No, it's not as good as Johnny Torch. Human Torch, yeah, awakened him, right? So
yeah.
Look at this friggin' what the heck? That was Muay Thai.
Yeah, what, Namor doing the knee to the face?
Yeah, he Muay Thai'd him. What the shit is Tony Jaa?
Tony
Jaa should have played Namor, man. That would have been badass. Can you imagine that? Holy shit, he's like jumping around and kneeing people in the face. That'd be the damn best.
Look who's back. Ong is back. You know who came up with that? Your friend Jason.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, because we all saw that together, and he looked at the poster. Look who's back! Back again. Ong is back. Tell a friend. He's like singing the song. I couldn't stop laughing.
Who is back? Boom. Ong is back. Oh man, Ong back. That is awesome. Yeah, boom. Okay, so now they're fighting this thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, the leg is big knuckle. Yeah. Oh my god, I have 19 Facebook notifications. WTF?
What happened?
I don't know. It's not an emergency because my mom only texts me, so I'll look afterwards. But geez, which one of my friends is like not watching the stream right now? So anyways, I like Giant Man picking these guys up and just bowling them. That's cool. And then boom. I mean, it's just a brawl now with these Atlanteans. Oh, Namor, you try to pick it up, buddy, but nope, you're not going to do it.
That's not how that works.
That doesn't work that way. And there comes Captain America getting up. The lad is in danger. This I will not tolerate.
The alien's breaking apart. Look.
Yeah, there's like massive amounts of like this actually had a lot of action. This issue is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like issue 1 and issue 4 were both really awesome. Like fighting Loki and all that was great. Mm-hmm. This number 4 it was crazy. It's just like massive. And then Captain America's asked to join, and they're wondering if Hulk's going to be pissed off that he didn't get asked to join.
He was asked to join.
Yeah,
he didn't want to join. Like Thor gave him an ultimatum, and he still didn't want to join.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are pretty dynamic issues. I love Justice League, but like I was trying to read Justice League concurrently with this at one point, and it's like Justice League is very, very. I don't know if Wessinger was in the picture at that point. Maybe he was, but it's very that. Mm-hmm. It's very by the book. I feel like they lean heavily into the conflict inside the Avengers a lot here to distinguish themselves from Justice League, which would have been their big competitor. So yeah.
Well, that was the at the time when I got into it, in the mid '70s, that was kind of like the big thing with Marvel, was that their characters didn't get along.
No,
had egos and they would squabble and stuff like that. And like the DC characters who tended to be kind of more straightforward, just, guys. And also DC's stuff, I think for a long time, they were almost like procedurals, they would be detective stories where they'd go, there'd be a crime, they'd investigate, find clues, do some science stuff, figure out what's going on. And with the Justice League, for the longest time, they had the old thing where they'd split the team up. The villain would do something, then they'd split up into pairs or whatever and go off and deal with it in kind of the middle of the story, and then at the end come back to fight the bad guy.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of like why I liked Endgame, because I like that trope, because it's just a classic trope I grew up with, right? And that's what they did there. So
here's that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a color version.
Hey, sorry I haven't contributed much. My 3 favorite weekly streams are all the same time this week. I have to go argue why Archangel beats Hawkman. Archangel beat, yeah. Oh man, I love both those characters. It's tough. Archangel's like it's just so badass. Hawkman was like one of my first superpower toys I had.
Yeah, it was my first two. Him and Superman.
That's so weird. Yeah,
like for Christmas, yeah, it was those two. But I love Superman, but I like the Hawkman figure because his feature was practical. It's like you just make his wings flap. It's like that's awesome. You fly him around the house, man.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, Hawkman superpowers is just friggin' damn good.
Yeah, he came with that mace or whatever. It was awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man. But thank you, RR. Oh, I didn't give you any video. I didn't give you any videos. Well, I got to give you. How about Sybil?
There you go.
And then another one from before. Tiffany. How about Tiffany? She's turning face, so I'm gonna have to find some. I usually like the heels. She'll be turning face any day now, guaranteed. No. People are cheering for her like mad. Like they're just cheering for her from like mad, so they're gonna have to turn her face. But yeah, this is a good. That's a cool picture. Yeah, this Thor is the best, man. Like with the T on his belt and all that. It's got to be T-belt Thor, not these T-belt, not these other rando Thor, rando Thor costumes. All right, let's take a look at what's coming up. Read on comics. Did you want to classic? Did you want to come next week as well? It's up to you. Let me know.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay. Avengers. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sharing. Hold on, let me share.
It's Masters of Evil.
All right, let's take a look here. Well, volume 9. Okay, this just came out. Let's take a look. This just came out. McKay, is that Jeff McKay? There's Black Panther. Who's the Avengers? Captain Marvel, so nobody likes her. Nobody likes this Captain America. People like Scarlet Witch, I think. Vision, people like. Storm? Why is Storm in there? Iron Man.
They're pushing Storm. Sorry, who's that? Iron Man or
Iron Man and then Black Panther.
And Black Panther, yeah, okay.
So Storm can go. Captain Marvel can go. I guess you have to have a Captain America, and that's who it is now, so. Okay, well, there's some fighting.
So what volumes is 9 or something?
Volume 9.
God.
After Civil War, they did so many different Avengers books, and they just reboot them every so often. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Well, this actually looks pretty good. It's a lot of fighting, so I'm a bit shocked right now. Online shock face. I have to do the show reaction. Oh my god!
They had done a new Avengers series with what's his face, Jason Aaron and Ed McGuinness, just like 3-4 years ago, and now already a new series.
A new one. Hey Edward, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. We're just looking at the latest issue just as a comparison. So this entire thing was Black Panther fight. See, this is another thing. And I don't want to beat up modern comics too much because I've really liked Action Comics the last few issues with Mon-El fighting in the Phantom Zone. They had the Kuns, they had Time Trapper, they had Mon-El. They had, who else was in there recently? It was like a bunch of Legion guys have all started to appear randomly.
Stuff. Yeah.
So cool. I've liked all of that, but this is one of my other gripes. This wasn't an Avengers comic. This was Black Panther doing stuff. So is there any Avengers comics that we're going to read where it's just one guy the whole comic? Like Classic, you said the whole point that you were getting these was, I got a bunch of guys in this comic, and that's this comic didn't look particularly bad, but it's like, where's anyone else? It's all Black Panther. It's just Black Panther fighting these guys. So, I mean, that's cool, but it's not a Black Panther comic.
Right.
Like, what did I pay for this?
Yeah.
So look,
And
volume
I really
one.
don't like this rebooting all the time. I don't know who. I get the original idea way back in the Jennet Con days where she was like, oh, let's do Crisis because people are confused by these comics with like lots of numbers in their issues. But it's like every comic's everyone's first comic. It's fine. I started Spider-Man in like 200 something, so you know, I think rebooting from the beginning onward and doing a whole bunch of issue ones and issue twos and stuff is more confusing. I would think it's confusing for me. And it's not how the way most people buy their comics now. You pull, and then your comic shop isn't guaranteed to like know that you had pulled this previous series and like think that you want the next volume. You have to actively like look at the previews and say, "Oh, there's a new Avengers coming. I should pull that myself." Like it's not automatic. It's so stupid. Just have one series that continues on. And people who pull, well, it'll just be in their pull all the time. There's no thought process saying, you know what, they've ended it. Maybe I don't want to do the next one or something. It's so stupid to me.
I
anyway.
think they reboot it constantly because number one issues sell better.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Collectors will grab them, because they think it's going to be worth more. So I think that's part of why they reboot.
But you can only do number one once. Well, maybe a bunch of times, but I don't know.
That is the reason. So like my shop. So Edward, I scrolled through I scrolled through Invaders there for you, buddy. I don't know if they retconned everything exactly, but Namor was never in the Golden Age. Namor wasn't with Captain America, so Invaders is where they say it's all those guys. It's Human Torch, Jim Hammond,
Toro
and Bucky and Namor and Captain America.
Right.
Yeah.
And that Invaders comic is effing awesome. So there you go. That's my review. But my comic shop owner, like said, like number ones, they definitely will sell. They get people in. The thing is that it is a little bit weird because you say, I want Avengers. It's like, well, okay, it's rebooting. And then, so sometimes what people will do is that it's good and it's bad. It brings people in, but then they'll stop getting it. So let's say it's on issue, like, I don't know. Let's say it's on issue 25. People are now saying, you know what? I'll just wait for number one to come back. Like it's like they've been conditioned to not buy it. If they didn't start from number one, they're just going to wait. Whereas before, I would just be like, oh, have you heard, like, did you hear about Spider-Man? No. Oh man, issue 270 was friggin' so awesome. Like Green Goblin's crazy and I don't, whatever. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. I got to get that. Okay. I got to read the next one. There wasn't a lot of thought process of I need to go back. It was only once you started to get more of them. So once I got for Captain America, I can do this for Captain America because this is live me doing it. I had issue 298, I had 299, and I think I had 300. Is 300 where it's like Captain America and Red Skull to the death? Hold on. Captain America. I think it's 299 or 300. Where's this normal Captain America? Why is
yeah,
this so
I know.
hard
You have to
find?
look for it.
Okay, what the shit is this? It should be maybe it's this one. No, it wouldn't be that. That's Golden Age.
No.
Marvel Comics. That's it. It's this one. This is it. All right, let's take a look at 300 for a second. Volume 1. Okay. So let's go 300. Is this to the death? Yes, this is it. I can already tell by the top. All I saw was this line, and I could tell. So I had a few issues before this. So I read this as like, holy shit, this is friggin' epic. So I was like, okay, well, I got to get the next one. And that's how it started. And you get the next one, the next one, and the next one. And then I started to go to comic shows, comic book stores. I was like, okay, let me try getting backwards. Like
Right.
I'd start backwards and be like, okay, how far back can I go? So I was able to go back, let's say I got 298, 299, 297, 96, 95, whatever. And you would try to go, and then eventually you'd be like, well, my shop's done. Like they don't have anything more back than that. Then you sort of have to go into, okay, I got to go to shows and find back issues. Like I remember Punisher War Journal. I have the entire War Journal, but I started it with the Bushwhacker storyline where he was going after Punisher. I was like, oh shit, this is like super cool. So then I went back, and that was only issue 8 or something. So I was able to go back and get those other ones pretty easily. And the Wolverine one, where it's like the claws going through Punisher's emblem, that one I couldn't find at the comic shop because that was already worth something because it was Wolverine and Punisher. So that I bought at a comic show at a con or whatever. But I was able to go back. So this idea, to think. So my wife thinks it's crazy that, I'm starting at when I'd be like, oh yeah, I started at 300. It's like, well, that's crazy. Like, but how did you, I said, I was like, you're thinking about it wrong. Cause she just reads manga. And for her, she starts at chapter 1 and just powers through it. I was like, well, firstly, you have an app, the Shonen Jump app, which you can easily read everything. Secondly, manga is usually one story and then it ends. Like there is an end to it. Like Fist of the North Star ends and then that's it. So you definitely want to read number 1. I said, but comics didn't really end and creative teams would take over. And I don't know about creative teams because I never really cared about creative teams. I was just like, well, I want to recap. I saw this and I thought I still have my childhood. Like I have this off the shelf. I was like, holy crap, this is insane. Like this is the damn best. One will die, right? Like it's like one is going to die. I'm like, well, I got to get this. Then I went back. So it's like, we didn't really think about it too much. Like I didn't think, I gotta read number 1 or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, you're talking about you got excited for the comic that you read and then you went back and, and then you got hooked into that comic. It's because the comics were good. This whole business of issue 1s. I'm infuriated by it because it's lazy. It's like, yeah, people are going to buy the issue 1 because of speculation. But you can't, then the next one's issue 2, 3, and 4. It's like, then you have to go back to 1 again. Why don't you do something cool that gets people excited about the comic? Like this Jim Lee thing with Batman, you don't think that's going to sell? It's going to sell.
Big time.
And it's not number 1. It's,
Well, I don't know if it's going to be number 1. Now I'm here. I don't know what's going to happen. We have
they're going to reboot it?
We have to see.
That's bullcrap.
Because Batman's on 150 something right now. This is Batman volume whatever, right? Batman.
Yeah. See, that's and
watch here. Let's take a look.
Batman, the first volume.
Okay, so let's see what volume they're on right now. Volume 3, 154. I knew it. I just saw this.
They're slower to reboot those.
They are.
Yeah.
So this is the newest one. Now, so I'll show you Detective Comics as an example of what you're saying, Sean. Like I'll show you what Detective Comics is doing.
Yeah, they're good now.
So, see, it says volume 2, but really there's no volume. That's 2014. So it went back to numbering. So I'll show you the last one. Okay, so this is the last one with Ram V or Ram V. I don't know Ram V. Yeah. So this completed his thing. So you see all of his had the same covers. They all had this border. Mm-hmm. So it was DC here and then this like swoosh here and then this logo and then this trade dress here. So this, and it says issue 10. This is exactly every cover's like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like you can go back. See again, so you could see, right?
With
so
the border.
They're all that. So what they did, and this is what they should do according to, myself and Sean, I guess. So this ended ROM V. Now, next one you'll see, it's still Detective Comics. It's 1090, but you see they changed it.
The format.
So now it's going to be this logo.
It's rebranded. Yeah.
Rebranded with this, calling it all in. And now it's going to be these regular covers.
Right.
Okay. So that'll be this now going forward. Now, prior to ROM V, I don't know when he started, but it was like, let me see, because I was still getting Detective. Yeah. So I was buying it when it was this. Mm-hmm. See, they had this Detective Comics.
Right.
So I'm actually okay with that, because what you do is you go into the store, and if you see this logo, you're like, oh, that's the one I don't like.
Right.
Now this is Peter Tamaki.
Tomasi?
Yeah. No, not Tomasi. Who is this? This is someone else.
Oh, it's that's a woman.
That's a woman.
I
Yeah.
forget her first name.
I forgot her first name as well.
She's the one who wrote that Starfire.
Oh yeah, I am
novel.
Starfire. Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah. Anyways, but again, so CC, you're okay. There, you're right. So you see this, you're like, oh yeah, I don't like this person. Okay, that's fine. Then when it changes, the next one, I don't know when this guy took over, but you'll tell by the logo. I don't know what's taking so long to load. Yeah. So CC. Oh, it says it right there. There's the name. Hey, that's a Croatian guy. So it's still that person. So I think maybe let's try 58. Oh, okay, still that person. See that logo, and you can tell how long they go for. Let's try 66. So it's another 10 issues. All right, now it's this guy, right?
Right.
So I'm okay with that, because then instantaneously I don't like this comic, or that because Steve didn't like these Detective Comics.
Yeah.
So he's like, let me know when this one's done. I was like, I'll let you know. And so I literally messaged him. I was like, okay, that one's done. New logo, new branding or whatever. They start from there. So I don't understand why and the numbering is the same. 1070, 1080, 1090. So they're on 1090 now.
Right.
You jumped in on X-Men Burn. Jumped in on John Byrne Iron Man. Okay. Tail end of Chris Claremont X-Men. So I learned from the shop owners to collect back issues of the X-Men. Yeah, I started collecting comics 2 years before X-Men. Yeah. X-Men animated series. Okay. That cover looks awful. Everyone's got it there. So that's it. I mean, but Absolute Batman #1 sold 1,000 copies at my comic shop in the first 2 days.
Or the 100,000 or whatever copies, or however many.
250,000.
Yeah.
I don't know how many he sold total.
Now, but yeah.
But he sold 1,000 copies of Absolute Batman #1. He was like, this is the greatest day ever. Like, everyone's buying. Same with Superman. I don't know how many Supermans he sold and how many Wonder Womans.
Right.
But that #1 plus alternate universe plus new version of Batman plus new version of Joker plus new version of Wonder Woman and Superman and everybody. But that's just how it is. So anyway. All right, folks, that's it for tonight. So guys, make sure you subscribed to Classic Comics. Make sure you subscribe to Shauna, guys. I put the links everywhere in the chat. So next week we're back again, same time for Avengers 5, 6, 7, 8. If you like singing the Laverne and Shirley theme. So that, yeah, I'm not going to sing it for you, but I can. I do know the whole thing. So anyways, that's it. And then Monday we're doing Legion. So that's it. So thanks, Classic, for coming. And yeah, come back next week. And Sean,
thanks for having me.
Cool, man. Okay, that's it. I'm doing my Prisoner, so I'm going. Be seeing you.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.